Set a drop point for your team, soldier.
Let's go, baby.
Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone.
Let's go.
Moving.
Eliminate all targets in the AO.
Right,
Enemy
going.
soldier incoming. Bounty target has been marked. Kill him. Being tracked by an enemy team. Stay sharp.
Bounty for bounty, eh?
Fucking let's go. Bounty, bro. Let's go.
There it is. Hold on, you're gonna know where they're at.
UAV entering the AO.
Yo, I down him. Go up there and kill him. He's down on top.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go. Oh, no. Go the middle of him. Yeah, man.
I got to go.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel. RTB for resupply.
Hey, the bounty solo. El bounty está solito, eh.
Friendly UAV overhead.
These guys on the roof or what the heck?
Watch out.
Oh, he's in the air or what? Oh, he's in the air. He's about to land on top. I think he's landing on... Oh, what the heck? Why can't I get up, dude? Come on now.
Come on, bro. Anthony, I saw on the way.
Your teammate
I don't know. Hey, somebody else. I got him. What's up?
Voy para arriba.
I got a munition box.
Hey, we have enough for Lodi, bro.
There's still somebody right here, bro. Can't buy it. Oh, we don't have a buy station.
Yeah, we do where I landed. I'm in the bottom.
Yeah. They're in the other building. The square one, or rectangle one.
Mark it. Mark it. Okay, gotcha.
up there.
Estaban, güey. De ahí me dispararon, güey.
Be advised, your teammate got their ass kicked. They're RTB at this time.
Ya no tenemos palora, güey. Get your Lora, bro. Get your Lora. No, get your Lora. Get that shit first, and then the fucking other two guys will pop up. Y'all need to down some more, that's it.
I've got a vendor here for this supply.
The camera has my satchel and everything. This is my satchel. I already had mine. I already have mine too.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Damn, Juan se calladito, bro.
What up? No, I don't have it. I'm over. I have only 5 shields, bro.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you died at, bro, to begin with.
Contract expired. We lost the target.
There, going in.
Hey, let's go for. Look, if we go down for the loadout, we're gonna have 10, 8. Oh. I just got.
Let's go
somebody.
back. Let's go. Oh shit! No, he's close. He's by the tree.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Check your targets.
Let's jump that way or what?
There, going in.
Sa huevo, Oh shit! Why am I getting shot at? For real, it's an ambush, bro. Ambush. They were all over, dude. We only saw the sniper, but there was one closer in between sniper and.
Vision crew up at the BS gets fucking kind of limited that.
Enemy UAV
Hold on.
overhead.
I hear one right under me.
I got one on hard.
Enemy UAV overhead. Your
He's getting shot by another team, bro.
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Yo, there's
Enemy
one underneath me.
UAV overhead.
Yeah, there's one underneath me. Yeah, dude. Somebody was shooting this guy. I'm trying to hear footsteps on here.
Teammate redeploying to the
This
AO.
guy's camping it right here, bro. Right underneath me. He's out.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Hey, cayó uno acá dentro,
Under hostile fire.
Acá.
Yeah, I heard him. Hold on.
There, going in.
Enemy UAV
Okay,
overhead.
hold on.
Oh shit, never mind.
Oh, dude, I'm
Dogs in the area.
at a bad spot, dude.
Damn, that guy's one shot, bro. No, es que no tengo pistola buena, güey.
Where's he at?
Dude.
He's in
Oh,
here,
what
he's in
what's
here.
up, Richie?
Walk this way.
Where? Oh, that's you,
I
Anthony.
need help. He's in here.
Right, I'm going.
One landing. Fuck, dude, I don't got the fucking gun for this battle, bro.
Teammates in the gulag.
No mames, güey.
Bro, somebody got that. Juan called it, bro. Juan called it. Juan was like, ahí uno va cayendo.
This is the gulag. Survive and you can redeploy.
Hey, when you
Fight, you're sit tight, mate. You'll be out there soon enough.
They got killed. Juan called it when he was going inside. Juan was like, ahí va uno, está cayendo. But when he called it, right as soon as he called it, you got fucking clapped.
You win this
Everyone's
fight and
like
you
a team of
return
two
to
or
the
three
front
of them,
line. But if you lose, you're done here. You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out. Update on my property story. Stand by for
Yo, if you can
redeploy.
land,
Oh, you know what? Get something, fucking that recon or some shit.
Supply room?
Yeah, whatever it is. Like, yeah, you know, recon que.
Recon contract marked.
Oh, ya me lo vi, güey.
Most wanted contract marked.
What happened? You got shot at?
Contract. Supply run
Yeah.
contract. Let's get it done.
Loadout drop inbound.
Oh, where's the loadout?
Go loaded, bro. Fuck it. Oh my god, no.
It's all up to you now. Go for the win. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocation.
There's a fucking shit ton of them, but there's ants in there. Juan.
What's up?
There's a bunch of them right there, bro.
All right. I need bullets.
Enemy cluster strike.
Dude,
incoming.
what?
Take cover.
Wow! No mames, güey.
Learn from the loss. Failures are
Bringing down an
teacher.
airstrike.
He got wrecked the fight. What's up?
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Dude, these grenades, bro, are like so weak, bro. Like all they do is give it hit markers and shit.
Enemy dropping into the AO. You're done warming up. Stand by for deployment to the war zone. Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
¿Entre qué?
Mark. Let's have at it.
Damn.
Empezando mal. Muy mal.
No se le puede esconder. Ya le cargó a la verga. A mi compa KG. Yo le vamos a hacer el corrido de KG.
Your teammate was sent to the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy.
Hey bro, I feel like that's the worst, bro. You're getting dropping out of the sky, te bajan y you're like, fuck, bro. Straight to the gulag. How do you step on the fucking ground?
Your teammate is redeploying. Stand by.
Se volá.
Y de volado te lo van a bajar. ¡Paz!
Oh, ya iba a decir, ¿quién se metió por aquí?
Mira acá, G, para que no juegues. Pero mira cómo es.
SMG here.
Culé y te es una cold gun.
No, güey. Yo caigo en ambos, ¿sabes?
Supply box identified.
Hey, bro, somebody's trying
Now.
to shoot me through the walls, bro.
No, way.
With the sniper from like bank.
Pa' acá, even.
Hey, we got enough for Lodi, bro? I'm gonna put my money right here on the buy. 6, 7, 8. Dude, what the fuck? Chick. Kaiji no tiene dinero, gata. You broken,
Some extra cash here.
I do have money. What you mean? I got 6,300 like right here. Boom.
There is the cash.
Yeah, right.
Está billetudo el viejo.
Kahibi, yeah, you already.
Yeah, we just won the third day a couple minutes ago.
Okay, para que no digan here, I got that money for y'all.
Yeah, there we go. We got Lodi.
Ahí está, mira. Que no digan que no están los billetes. Están como el pinche Derry, todo quebrado. Roqueado.
Loadout drop headed your way.
200 bucks. So just use 200 bucks. Hey, man, if you're tired, bro, get some sleep, bro. I know how it feels. I mean, I haven't got the vaccine yet, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, feel kind of like tired because of that vaccine shit. Get some rest, bro.
Who you talking to, bro? Who you talking to?
Some like one of yours. Red cheese, red cheese.
Take down their care package.
Got gas moving in.
Vamos a buscar una puerta roja, güey.
No mames, güey. Bro, we did that with Coco all night yesterday, bro. What the fuck?
Le gusta, güey, la puerta roja.
No mames, you shouldn't have told him, bro, porque after that he would want to just go over there to the doors, bro.
Ya está abierta la puerta roja.
Ay, ya.
Oh, okay.
Yes, güey. Lo voy a bajar.
Well, I'll show you, bro, over here. Lost his shit. Oh, no,
Teams in the safe zone.
Vamos en fuera. We should go to
Enemy UAV overhead.
Scavenger.
Almost.
Yo caí en esta building through the window. Ooh.
Yes, all right.
Objectives updated. Move to the next location.
Don't bother.
Yeah, I got a tennis shot one time because I got cut at work, and you know I know how it feels, bro. Pretty sure it's kind of similar.
You got the COVID
Yeah,
vaccine over there?
Hell no, bro.
Did you hear about the fucking the black fungus in India?
Oh yeah, bro, it's crazy.
What happened?
Fuck that shit, bro. There's a fucking
Contract updated.
disease
New
going
objective
around called
identified.
black fungus.
You know how here in the States, people that got COVID and they were healthy before they got COVID, after they recovered from COVID, they were left with either a permanent or a temporary fucking like illness. So I heard people with diabetes that developed diabetes. Some had like some kind of like breathing problems, shit like that. It's crazy, bro. And in India, people that are recovering from COVID are left with some kind of fungus that starts with the eye and it works down to the nose. It's like eating flesh virus.
Flesh eating virus, yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
The one I said zombies.
No, but it kills you. And once it gets to your brain, it's a monster.
Yeah.
That's a zombie, güey.
It's a bitch, bro, because, you know, if I was to tell you the amount of people I've picked up after they got the COVID shot.
Contract complete. All supply boxes located.
No me asustes.
Go get that over.
Yeah, but you got a loader over there too. Yeah, but I'm not. To be honest, bro, I'm not gonna get the vaccine, bro. The only way I got fucking happy about getting the vaccine was when they said that President Biden was gonna give out free beer, bro. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. But nah, bro.
Nobody want a tackle? Everyone got a tackle?
No, who got it? Somebody got it?
No, here, I'm waiting for you. Entonces por acá, mira.
Setting rally point.
Sí, hot.
Y aquí los espero.
¿Qué? Yes.
Where's it at?
Pues sígueme, mijo. Tal vez enseño.
Ya
I'll
está.
show you the...
Loadout drop headed your way.
Ya está ahí.
There.
Go get that over.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Ya.
Bro, if there was like a zombie outbreak, hey, Kilmore, don't you ever Don't you ever feel weird, bro, with the, I mean, by the descanse there, with a dead body in the back of your car, bro?
Field upgrade here.
Imagine it just like happens to work and get up and starts like,
Le meto un putazo.
imagine, bro?
Yeah. Go toward the light, motherfucker.
Ya te decido, ¿no, cabrón? Órale. A la chingada.
Yeah. Ándale.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. This is no cap, bro. You know, this happened to me for real, bro. Oh, no, I got the wrong gun. Hold on. What's my gun? So when I was
Positive ID on the bounty
that was
target.
close.
Sort them out.
hold on.
Shit, right here, bro.
I'm gonna go up in this building. Hold on. I'll tell you that story.
That fool's ghosted already?
Yeah, they're ghosted. Bye.
Move on my waypoint.
Wow.
I'm off that way.
Yeah.
Gas is inbound.
First floor, ¿dónde están?
I think he pushed out, bro. He pushed out. Look at him. Look where the bounty's at.
Push out. Oh, they're pushing to the left.
Oh shit! Hey, somebody come get me!
Where you at?
I'm on that building.
Oh, fuck, hold on.
Hey, go
Dice como
inside, bro.
manejar esa babosada, güey.
Go inside, and he can jump up to the top, bro. I killed the guy. Nah, man,
Cover me. Fuck.
bro.
Te voy para arriba, me van a matar, güey.
There was a Rambo.
Where's he at, bro?
On top of the building.
I didn't see him. Okay, but he's laying down or?
Be advised, your teammate got their ass kicked. They're RTB at this time.
What's up?
To the buy station over here. I'm gonna push back to the buy station.
Let's go.
Fucking stuck out. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna
Right top is inbound. Rear car comes on board.
Where?
Not to tell me yet.
Oh shit.
Where's the dice you guys, right?
Oh, I got multiple shooting at me from there.
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Move on my waypoint.
Alright, I'm gonna land on this guy's fucking guns right here, bro. Cause my shit's compromised up there. Oh no, he's here.
bro.
Oh no, he just.
Destination marked.
Be advised, friendly
Got
precision
enemy.
airstrike inbound.
Hey, is it safe to go up there? I don't know.
I can't even see, bro.
Moving on enemy.
I got one over there.
Moving on enemy.
That's the bounty, bro. Hey.
Contract time expired. We lost the target.
Fuck, one of my homies.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Sort them out.
Teammate, like I told me.
Where'd you down on my bro?
Oh.
Moving on enemy.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Get up there. Don't bother. Marking waypoint on border.
Someone following us.
On top.
He's cracked.
I downed him.
Yeah, I'm hit.
And
Coming up right here. On the bottom. Trabajito.
hey, did he die, bro?
Watch it.
What, did you get him?
Kill him.
I got down.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Where?
Okay, we got one down here, 24 meters. Acá se acaba de meter. Aquí adentro.
Right
Down
forward.
below you guys.
This guy couldn't have survived this drop, bro.
Nah, he's dead, bro.
Go keep that door back.
Okay.
That's your
Bounty target is down. Well done.
Alright, so back to the story before we got really interrupted with these fucking camping ass motherfuckers.
An enemy team is hunting you.
Oh
Stay
my
alert.
god.
No, mames, aquí hay uno.
What?
What the fuck? Oh, bro, this guy's hacking. Yo, don't let him kill me, bro. Don't let him kill me.
Where he at?
Moving on enemy.
Abajo.
He's shooting them through how and how? I just got shot too, but like.
Oh,
No way, what the fuck, bro, come on.
Yeah, this guy's hacking for sure, bro.
fácil.
Can I get to him?
Una facilidad de la chingada.
Can I get to him?
Venga este güey.
I'm getting shot from. Ah! Hold on.
Alright.
Gas is moving.
Come here, T, bro.
More than one.
Get back in the fight.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Somebody was dropping in.
Back.
No, he's hacking, bro. He couldn't have known that I was there, dude.
Entered the gulag. Surviving earns some redeployment.
Ahí está donde marcó, allá abajito. He couldn't have known that I was there, bro. No way. Hey, Anthony, when you get a
Be
chance.
advised, your teammate got their ass kicked. They're RTB at this time. Enemy UAV overhead.
Paid a number on you, mate.
Oh, we gotta get out of here, bro. We can't lose. We got all the money. Let's go. Come on.
Alright, let me just
Recuperate.
Allá estoy al 100, viejo. Quería andar al 100 y pasadito. Oh, shit. ¡Ama! ¡Ay, Dios mío! Me están tirando la... ¡Ay!
Victory rests on your shoulders. Finish the mission.
These dudes are cheating, bro. Okay.
Man, that fool didn't miss a shot, bro. What the hell?
It's hacking, bro. Aimbot and everything. But I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my life.
UAV overhead.
And then the other guy got off with the fucking car. That one shot you from up there with the helicopter. Tengo miedo. A ver, hey, point me at a fucking... oh, ahí está uno. Luego, No mames, güey. No! Why? It like didn't want to shoot? What the fuck?
Survive and you can redeploy.
Dude, no
Wait
mames.
for your turn
No
now.
voy a decir
Be
nada,
ready.
güey. Porque pinche juego mamada. Hey, I kind of minimized me squeezing down on the fucking my R3 button, dude. I got a really high control freak on my R3 button, a real high one, and so I kind of minimized that me doing this shit because it's really high. $40 seconds. Oh yeah, so what's the story? Te dilo ahorita, güey. Anthony right now.
When I was back in, I was like 21, 22. My brother-in-law, he passed away. You know, he was under the influence. He got out of the gate from his apartment complex, and he crashed into the it's like a middle divider that divides the lanes with
No
trees
challenges
and
to fight. Back to the
cement.
war zone then.
Right.
And what's it call it? So he passed away, right?
Right.
It took various months for the family to
Scavenger
recognize,
contract marked.
to go up to the corner and recognize the guy's body, my brother-in-law's body. Because the way he died.
Did he crash? Or, I mean, did he burn?
What?
Did he burn or what?
Like his face,
Supply box located. Move to secure.
the impact into the tree and the times that we're over, like really messed up his facial features, you know?
Oh, gotcha.
Next objective located.
So the only way that they could identify him was with dental records, which is like the last option, you know?
Right.
So pasó eso, like
Enemy UAV overhead.
Later, I was out drinking with my friends, you know?
Yeah. Who am I bringing back?
And I don't know how.
I got enough
I don't
for
know how
one.
the conversation. Oh shit! My stream stopped again, bro. What the fuck? Dude, this is stupid.
All right. Oh shit!
Who?
I bought you.
He bought you back.
Because I wasn't sure anybody was alive right there. I was like, who am I getting in? And we said nothing. So there's one on top. Skip. Oh, you should have landed on the fucking scabby on top.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Second floor. There's still a bunch of loot here, bro. I don't know why my stream stopped. This is stupid. This is fucking retarded, dude. It's the second time.
Friendly loadout drop on the way. Next objective located.
Your brother, what? Los teclados con los amigos.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Hold on. Let me comment real quick, and then I'll tell you guys.
Contract complete. All supply boxes located.
That way.
Bit of body armor here.
Hey, we got enough for both. So we could get a buy station.
There's no buy station, bro.
Ya valió verga.
Okay.
Ese.
Got a vendor here if you need supplies. Vendor here if you need supplies.
Got
a vendor here if you need supplies.
Losing ground.
Got a vendor here if you need supplies.
It's fucking dumb, bro. Why does niggas do that shit, dude? Like, always stop my shit, dude. This is retarded.
We should head for the safe zone.
Sorry, man. My stream stopped again. Just give me a second, cheese. Give me a second, cheese. Hey, if we can pull this off, bro, do this shit.
Dude, this is fucking annoying, dude. You're always picking up the.
Anybody need this?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Hey, we should rotate to bring them back.
I'll be honest with you, bro. That's just gonna be like really, when people are at.
Safe zone relocated.
I think our best bet right now, bro, is to get under this building
Over there. Let's go.
and just chill in there, bro. We got that time, no?
I got Daddy and I'm on Ghost.
Yeah, but up there, just gonna go.
Oh, they all, wow.
Enemies in the area.
I think they had you on, yeah, it's all good then.
One of 25 remaining.
This guy's
You lost that one. Come back stronger next time.
This is retarded, bro. This is retarded.
All right, so
Okay,
go ahead.
so you know, it was like a year later. I was out. I was living in Santa Ana, and I drove over to my friend's house in Santa Ana, right?
Yeah.
And what's it call it? Oh yeah, we were drinking and we were talking. Oh, they were talking about like, oh, you have a sister. I'm like, yeah, but she has kids. Like, oh, it's okay, you know, something about her husband or whatnot, right? I'm like, oh, but her, you know, my brother-in-law, he passed away. You know, this is how he passed away. I'm like, and I happened to say, you know, like, I don't know if I insulted him or something like that, bro, but I'm pretty sure this was insulting. I said like, oh, you know, inmenso andaba tomando, pinche vato. Era mi amigo, no? I was like, era mi amigo. You know, we met when we were young and shit. You know, we played soccer all the time, and we created a good bond. So se me salió decir eso de, oh, pinche vato, y andaba bien tomado y andaba haciendo sus pendejadas, you know. So I was, you know, already tipsy, bro. I was like, you know, buzzing it. Y que le digo a mi compa, hey, bro, I gotta go home, you know, before I get more drunk, you know. So I drove home. I fell asleep. And, bro, you guys can believe me and you guys cannot believe me, which is perfectly fine. But this happened to me, bro, where I was, you know, I woke up because somebody, you know, or something, you know, I felt like something was like, you know, tugging on my sheets, right? And I was like, what the fuck, you know? Yo estaba todavía medio tomado because when I got home, I still had beer in the fridge and you know, I drank like 2 or 3 more, you know,
Yeah.
to go to sleep. So I happened to, like, to not even think much of it. I just pulled the sheets and I tried falling back to sleep. But nowhere, like, what happened was that when when I sat, like, try to sit up to, like, look at what the hell, you know, maybe my brother was trying to play a prank on me or something like that, you know, or something, because he likes to do that shit. You know, I used to live with him, and I used to sleep in the living room. No, bro, what I saw, bro, was my brother-in-law, when he passed away, before he passed away, he'd always have his hair slicked back, like slicked all the way back, you know. He never, like, you know, styled it or anything like that. So his hair was always slicked back. So when I sat up, like, you know, semi sat up, you know, I saw there was this person, like, it was like a black shadow, bro. I can make out like the figure. It
Yeah.
was like on the couch, on the other side of the couch, and the two hands were holding the blanket, and I can see this person has slick back hair, bro, and they were just pulling on the blanket, bro, and I just fucking pulled it as hard as I could, bro, and the whole thing came on me, like the whole blanket, bro, como que, you know, when you pull on something, and it finally gives way, like the
Yeah.
whole thing, you know, comes your way. So that's it. I was like, what the fuck? And I, like, took off the sheets, like, right away, and there was nothing there, bro. Like, and this happened to me, and I was in, you know, when I'm drunk, bro, or I'm, you know, buzzing, se puede decir, I remember a lot of shit, bro, and I know I can tell the difference between reality and when, you know, I'm intoxicated.
Yeah.
And this shit happened to me, bro, and I was like, what the hell, bro? This is the only person I know that has a hair slicked back, and this guy was like pretty tall, bro. Cause if he was kneeling down, bro, it was gonna be like, se puede decir como un poquito más alto del sofá, que diga, un poquito más alto del where the sofa ends at the wall. And this person estaba así como either standing up or kneeling down, pero on the floor.
Hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck, bro? And I told my sister, bro, like, hey, you know, this happened to me. I think your husband came to visit me, but, you know, this is, you know, weird as shit. So a couple weeks later, I was sleeping, so, you know, at the same place, you know, in the living room, and I woke up, and something told me, look at the kitchen. And I look at the kitchen, and out of the corner of the hallway, because the hallway leads to the restroom and the 2 bedrooms.
Hmm.
Out of the hallway, bro, you can see like this white ball of or big mass of like mist or whatever,
Mm.
standing there, bro, looking at me, bro, and it just like points at me, and it just like literally comes at me, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like I just fucking like screamed as loud as I could, bro, and my brother came. I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I'm like, and I told him, "Oh, nothing, bro. I was having a nightmare," and I
Hmm.
was like, "What the shit like that?"
I believe in that shit.
Like,
I believe 100% in that. Especially like
yeah,
your like your brother-in-law, he died like unexpectedly.
yeah,
Like I think maybe it wasn't his time yet, and so I mean it
yeah. That
wasn't
was
his it wasn't his like technically his time, but it was his time, but then it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like that, and so
yeah.
I think that's the reason why his soul is still here because it wasn't his time. But I 100% believe in that shit. And you asked
Like,
me
yeah,
about, and you asked me if I don't I'm not scared of. Obviously, I'm not scared of any of that stuff, but I believe that sometimes they latch onto me. Sometimes they're here in my house. Um,
oh
like
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like all of
I
a sudden we hear
for sure.
footsteps. All of a sudden, and it's like hell no, and we hear them clear. Like, all right. So one of the things I don't know if you guys, and this is one of the things that we've been like kind of like because it's happened to us, but I really don't. We haven't been paying attention to it, but now we've been like the last week or two. So the kids have a bunch of like electrical stuff that have batteries in them. You know, like little pianos and whatever little toys that are like electrical or
Uh-huh.
battery operated. And during the daytime when everybody is up and awake, they never go off. And then as soon as we go to sleep, they start going off. Or if we come to the kitchen, they play by themselves. And it's like, okay, so now we're like, what? Have you noticed? Like now we kind of like pay attention. Have you noticed that every time we get up, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever time when everybody's asleep and it's quiet. Like right now, obviously you hear the kids are still awake, dude. Because we don't have an hour to go to sleep. It's almost 2 in the morning and all the kids are awake. Um, but when we go, okay, we're gonna go to sleep. You hear the all the little like, all of a sudden they'll start playing. We get up and it's like, what the heck? Like, why is it playing? Obviously, and it's only when it's quiet, like during the daytime. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen when everybody's up and awake. So I 100% I believe I believe in that stuff in the spirits and
Yeah, that was like se puede decir, the only time, like physically, I seen something like that, bro. And I believe that he came. We were best friends, bro. I met him through my first relationship.
uh-huh.
His my brother-in-law was his friend, and he became my friend. And then he liked my sister and all that shit. And and they had a son
Uh-huh.
together, you know.
No, si te
So
vino, yo creo que si Machín te vino a visitar, güey. Machín.
and I believe that he came maybe because maybe I said that este güey andaba con sus tonteras and shit like that. And I don't know, bro. I mean, I had other shit happen to me, bro. Like since I was little, a lot of shit's happened to me, bro. But that was like the first time something like that, has happened to me. Like even here too, where I live right now, bro. When we first moved in here, like I will be playing, bro, and I can swear, bro, I hear like people walking in the living room, but I always dismiss that as like, oh, maybe it's the neighbors or something like that. Or this one time I was playing video games. I think it was around 2 in the morning. No lie, bro. I saw somebody peek in, grab one side of the door and the side of the on the wall, bro, and just peeked in their head. It was like a black shadow, bro, and just looked in and like looked left and right and backed out, bro. And the door slowly closed.
Oh,
And I was like, bro, my spoonful of cereal was in my mouth, and I had my mouth open, like, what the fuck just happened right now, bro? And then you get all these like kind of like chills, like goosebumps, bro.
yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Like my kids, even the other day we were walking out, and the 1 year old,
Yeah.
like it was like maybe like I think when we left on Thursday. And she's like, bye, Kukui. She looks back and she says, we were leaving. And I was like, oh, okay, let's go. And she turns back around and she's like, okay, bye, Kukui. And, obviously we think
Oh yeah.
little kids see stuff, they have that. But I think, like, I 100% believe in that stuff.
Oh yeah, me too, bro. This is crazy. Hey, you guys still awake? Vato, güey.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm listening to y'all. I didn't have someone come to me like that physically, but on me, okay, because I think I told you guys before. My dad passed when I was a year and a half, and I didn't have I didn't spend too much time with him. He was always out and about, pagando and shit. So I didn't really know him, but I knew him through pictures. My uncles had pictures of him before he had me. Before when him and mom had first met, they have pictures of him then. So he was like a fucking hardcore, not a cholo, but he dressed like a vato, like fucking bandana, the Dickies pants, the fucking white tank top, the white beaters, So he dressed up like that, and the closest thing I could say that resembles him is my godfather. And so I remember one time this was when I was younger. I was probably like 16, 17, and we were living in a house out in Inglewood, and I remember my dream. My mom was like, "Hey, someone's at the gate," because we had a gate before you could come into the door, actual door to our house. So it was like the door from the living room out to the outside and on the patio. Then there was like a fucking front yard, and then there was a gate. So I went to the gate. I unlocked it. I didn't see who came in. I just opened it. I came back into the house. I went to put our dog away, our Doberman. Um, and while I was putting them away, the visitors came in. They were stepping inside, and the last visitor had on. I don't know if you guys have ever seen people who work in like body shops. They have like like a light blue collar shirt, with white beaters under, and they wear like blue dicky pants and fucking like beat up shoes that they just wear to fucking work on cars. And so I remember seeing him, and I thought it was my godfather. So I was like, oh, like when I started to steal, and it was out of my fucking dream too. I thought it was real, but it was my dream. So as this fool turns around to greet me, like I look at him in the face, and I see my dad, and I was like, what the fuck? And that was the first and last time I ever see my dad like that. And to this day, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know why he hasn't come anymore, or what what that whole meaning it had. But it was just weird. It tripped me out because I woke up and I was like, what the hell? Like, where this will come from? All this time that I've been alive, I never really like pondered on him too much, and all of a sudden he just came out, and I was like, what the fuck? That should trip me out. And
Man.
have you ever had or you or Juan or Jay, you guys ever experienced Inception? Like a dream within a dream within a dream within a dream?
Hey, bro, that happens to me all the time, bro. Oh, sorry to cut you off or anything like that. But
No, you
I had dreams that what's it called that finish, and the next time you dream, you continue off from where you stopped on the other dream.
Oh yeah,
That's happened to
yeah.
me like various times, bro. Yeah, but keep going,
What,
bro.
sca- what scares me is when like it happened to me in the same house in Inglewood. I fell asleep and it was like not daytime. It was like evening. It was like 4 or 5 in the evening. And I remember I took a nap. I was fucking tired to take a nap. And in my head, según yo me desperté. I woke up. Everything was dark. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I felt like I slept for like 5 minutes, but all right. Um, and I went outside. It was all dark. Everyone was asleep. I was like, shit, all right. And so I go back to sleep, and then I wake up, and I wake up in the same position I fell asleep in, like on my belly, and I was like, what the hell? And I wake up, and it's fucking daylight, bro. Like como que fuera the next morning. And I was like, okay, so I must have slept throughout the night, and then woke up this morning. I go outside, it's all fucking sunlight and shit. There's nobody there, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, whatever. Um, and then I don't know why se me pega la gana de ir a dormir otra vez. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then I'll wake up and I'll be good. So I go back to sleep, and I wake up and it's fucking dark again. And I'm like, what the fuck? So at this point, I'm fucking freaking out because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's no way I'm sleeping day by day by day like that, just sleeping the days away. So I wake up again, And this time it's fucking evening, and I look around and everyone's there. Like, oh, what was going on? And I'm like, I swear, I thought I slept like 3 days in a row right now. And they're like, nah, bro, you've been asleep for like 20 minutes. Bro, I was fucking tripping. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but whenever that shit happens to me, bro, I flip. I gotta wake up. I flip. Or I don't know if you guys have had out of body experiences, you or Anthony or Juan or Jay.
Uh,
I don't think so.
Like when estás dormido and then you dream, you wake up from your body.
that, I think that only happens, and it's I think you can say scientifically proven
Uh huh.
that whenever you're semi asleep, semi awake, and you feel like you're gonna fall from somewhere, and you're like not near the ground or anything like that, and you just jolt. That's an out of body experience. It's happened to me, but that's the closest I got to it.
I'm talking about like let's say for example you fall asleep and you wake up and you look at your body, you're asleep, but everything around you is happening in real time. Like you see people moving, you see all this shit, but you're asleep. But you can see everything that's happening. Like you're outside of your body and you kind of roam around, and everything that's happening around you, you can hear it, you can see it, but they can't see you. You're talking to them, and it's like they don't hear you.
No,
No,
I haven't had
I've never
that,
had
bro.
that one.
That shit me
Oh,
pasa una vez, bro. That shit, that's just trippy. That shit is
not that,
trippy. I
not that I've not that I know how about it.
I've had the one where you said where like you're falling from your fucking from somewhere and your body jolts you awake. I've had that shit a lot, but this one was when I was younger. I was like 14, 15. I was share a room with my brother, and we had a bunk bed. So I
Yeah.
remember I would sleep on the bottom. I always like sleeping on the bottom, and then I remember falling asleep, and then this was like at 5, 6 in the morning because he would wake up super early just to get ready and eat. It was always this thing, and I remember según yo, I woke up and I got up and I go to the bathroom and he's in the bathroom brushing his teeth and he's doing his hair and I go in there and I'm like, "Hey, you gonna be long?" And he kind of ignores me. He kind of just keeps on doing his thing. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Okay. So I go back to the living room, to kitchen. I see who's awake. No one's awake. It's just him. And I go back to the room, to the lights on, the fan is on, everything. And I look at the bed, bro, and I see myself sleeping. And I was like, what the fuck? So I look at the kid in the mirror again, where the bathroom is at, and I see my brother still, doing his hair and shit. And I'm like, hold on, like let me see if I wake up and this was actually here. So I go back to sleep. I wake up, and yeah, my brother's fucking in the fucking restroom, fucking fixing his hair. And I was like, hey, like you didn't see me behind you? Cause like, what are you talking about? I was like, I was right behind you. He's like, no, you weren't. And I was like, yeah, it was, bro. I was like, right here behind you. I asked you if you were gonna be long, and you didn't answer. And he was like, nah. He's like, yeah, you didn't ask me anything. You were asleep this whole time. And I was like, nah, bro. There's no way I was asleep. I saw you get up. You were brushing your teeth. I came in here. You started doing your hair, and I asked you if you were gonna take long, and you just ignored me. And he was like, nah, bro. Like you've been asleep this whole time. Like ever since then, bro, I'm just that shit trips me out. All that shit trips me out. Too much
So,
of a fucking trip.
you know how we were just talking about right now, we're seeing spirits, and so crazy thing that we're talking about this because 22 years ago, well, yesterday now, because it's the 30th, my uncle was killed in Sinaloa,
Uh,
and so he was killed like in the daytime. He was so then the next following day, which is would be today, on the 30th, we went to Mexico, and we went to Mexico, and that same day when we got there, that same night, we saw and it wasn't just me and my cousin, well, his daughter. We
Okay,
saw
okay.
somebody go into his room.
uh,
Obviously, a dark shadow, like a dark shadow, go into his room, and during that time we were there after he got killed. Um,
uh,
we would see, obviously
and
somebody moving like in there, and then crazy thing. So in my a few years later, um, I want to say like maybe like I don't remember. I'm trying to think. Well, a few years have passed by, and then my previous relationship, my baby mama, all of us, we went to
Uh-huh.
Mexico, and she went to the kitchen,
You're
and
breaking off, bro. It's like cutting in and out.
okay. So we went to
Now I can
Mexico
hear you.
a few years later, and so it was my parents and um my ex, and anyways, she was like, hey, I just saw something in the kitchen. Who is that, your uncle or what? And I was like, "Ooh, what do you look like?" And then she's like, yeah, there was a picture in the room. It's him. That's him. And I was like, that's my uncle that got killed, right? And then after, so she was like, what? And I just saw him in the kitchen. That's my uncle that guy was killed. And then we turn out the lights, and inside the room, dude, you can see like something floating around, like like Anthony was explaining, like a dark shadow. Like it was just like for like a good like 30 minutes, dude, in the room, and you could just see this
But
like
who told you? Your daughter?
no. So right, so okay, so when he got killed, so like I was saying, 22 years ago, as of yesterday, he was killed on the 29th of June
Mm-hmm.
on 1999. And then so
Okay.
obviously when we over there in Mexico, when somebody passes away, you pretty much you gotta go because they pretty much are gonna bury him like 2 days later. They don't wait over there.
Yeah.
So we went on the 30th. So today, 22 years ago, we went to Mexico to because they killed them, and I think the next following day we were able to get a flight and we went straight to Sinaloa, and we were over there, and that's when we saw like that same night. As soon as we got there that night, we saw a dark shadow going into his room, and we're like, oh shit! So me and my cousin, I saw that, and then after a few years after that happened, we went with my dad, my mom, and then my previous relationship, my ex,
You're who? It cuts off, bro. You're who?
my ex. We went.
Okay.
So all of us, I went to Mexico, and in the night she got up, she went to the kitchen, and she comes back. She was like, "Hey, um, I saw something in the kitchen," and I was like, "Who did you see?" He was sitting down. I don't know if it was your uncle, but no me dijo nada. And I was like, "What do you look like?" Like there shouldn't be nobody at the house. And then obviously the room. She's like, "Well, it's the one right here in this picture." I go, "Yeah, it's my uncle, but he's the one that was killed." And
Oh shit.
yeah, she's like, "What?" And she's like, "No fucking way." And I was like, "Yeah, that's the one that was killed." So then turn off the lights, whatever, trying to go to sleep. And then we were still in that room because I went from here, obviously over there. So we're all staying in the room. My parents, me, all of us, like 10 of us in a room, and
Uh.
we could see a freaking dark like shadow inside the room, like for like 30 minutes, dude. Like if checking us out, like oh shit, all right. Um, like I said, what Anthony was saying about seeing spirits and all that stuff, and I 100% believe in that stuff. There's like I
I
think
sure
that
it's
Like
wild.
and
I
another
might
one
sound like I'm. Huh, go ahead. Go ahead.
another one one of I had an artist before this, before being a mortician. I was a artist management, and I was in the music industry. One of my artists that I had he had cancer, and he passed away. And that same night that he passed away, like in my house, dude, in the chinera, one of those cabinets or would have, you have like plates or whatever, something foul, dude. Like there was no way, and nothing could explain something falling without somebody physically going to it and dropping it. And
Uh huh.
so, and it was like to me, it was like that who came to tell me, you know, like he came to visit me. That's the like Anthony has says about visiting. Like, dude, that same thing happened. And I saw him the day before he died. I mean, I went to see him at the hospital. Um, and he told me straight out, dude, that's it, bro. Like, I'm not gonna make it, and that's it, man. Like, he would always tell me shit. Like, obviously, just like he would be like, dude, I love you, bro, no homo, and that's it, my boy. That's it. I remember he told me he was like, that's it, my boy. That's it. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna. That's it. I'm dead. I'm dying, and I'm not gonna see you again in this life, and we'll see each other
Damn.
later. And so, yeah, Detroit was. I next following day he died. Um, and so that same night that he died, or that day that he died, like in the chinera, dude, I was just like, damn, obviously aguitado porque pues he just died, and all of a sudden something just like literally just felt like bah. And then I was like, this motherfucker, are you serious? I was like, and I'm a firm believer, dude. I will talk to these, entities or whatever. Like, and I was like, are you serious, dude? Are you think you're gonna scare me with this shit? Come on now. And then, on the side of the house, there's like my dad has this like canopy. It's out of metal, and you could hear something tapping on it. Bing, bing, bing. And I look out the window and I go, dude, stop your fucking shit, dude. I could tell you endless stories about stuff like this, because it's not the first time, like Anthony was saying, stuff where like family members or people that I know really cool with me, have passed away and stuff, and like that same day, I have like encounters, like if I guess I call on them or whatever, or I have that they're drawn into me, um, but yeah, dude, I mean, some of the stuff, obviously, recently, other than I was just telling you about somebody running from one room to another room, that tripped us out. That was literally like, it sounded like my little kid. And my little kid was asleep in the room where it came from one room to the other. Like, we literally hear the footsteps, and I was like, oh, hell no. And when that happens, I start cursing them out, because if I don't want them in my house, I tell them straight out, like, yeah, te chinga tu madre, Get the fuck out of my house. I didn't invite you. Like, leave my house. Recently, obviously I have a van here that's the transmission's fucked up, and it's in my driveway because it's one of my work vans, but it's fucked up. And there's people that come. My mom does like the Zumba stuff, and she sells Herbalife out of the house, and so a lot of people come. So somebody came to do, and they don't know what I do. Like, they didn't know what I did, and so somebody had came to do that Zumba, and somebody saw a lady inside my van painting her nails, and they were like, "Hey, she was like, hey, vino la señora, and she said that she saw somebody sitting on the
Hey,
passenger side."
hold on. Your story's fucking interesting, but your mic keeps cutting out, bro. I want
I
to
don't,
listen to it.
I don't know why it's cutting off.
Here,
Let me.
go to his stream, bro. Go to his stream. Hold on.
All right.
Go to Juan's stream.
Yeah, I don't know why it's cutting out.
Because this is an interesting story, bro.
All right. I'm gonna mute my mic, but I'm gonna hear you from the stream.
All right, cool. So, there was this, according to what they told me, that they saw a lady. They were gonna have a Zumba class, and some lady came and she looked into my van, and she saw somebody painting their nails, according to what they said, and they're like, "What?" And I guess the lady kept on looking in there, but she didn't see nobody after, and she was like, "What the fuck? I could have swore I saw somebody." And they told her, you know what he does, right? You know that he picks up this. He has a business of picking up dead people. They're like, "What?" So some people, my mom doesn't tell other people, everybody, what I do. And they were like, "What?" Like, and not only that, like, I guess maybe because I don't pay attention to it, but they've heard like people sobbing out of that van. They've heard people sobbing out of it, like crying.
No way,
Yes, dude.
bro.
Like,
No
yeah,
way,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I don't. Let me ask. Hold on.
Hey, man, this gives me an idea.
What the
Like
fuck?
going down to where you live, bro, or meeting up with you, bro, and letting me stay in your van for like 24 hours, or let me borrow that van, bro. Bro. I might be a nerd right here, bro, playing video games and shit like that, bro. But
Hold on. Let me ask.
I got a little,
Babe,
I got a.
have you heard people sobbing out of that van, or just my sister has? My sister, my brother-in-law, for sure have people. Hold on. Yeah. So my brother-in-law, and my sister have heard somebody sobbing out of that van. Because that
What
van
the
is right out
fuck?
the window, and so they've heard people sobbing, and my girl has heard that out of that van. We always hear shit on the side of the van or out of the side of the house, but it's literally somebody sobbing out of that van, like, and it's not just been once; it's been a couple of times already that somebody has been sobbing out of that van.
No way, bro. Hey, bro, I want to do that, bro.
Ahí está, güey.
I don't know. I'm serious, bro. For real, bro. Like,
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you guys another. Hey,
Where,
Jay,
where?
are you still there, bro? Cause I don't want to, blow
Oh
over
yeah.
there.
Hold on. I got another one. Hold on. Just my girl just reminded me of one. Hold on.
Hold on, I want to make sure Jay's still here and he hasn't fallen asleep or.
I love that. I gotta wake up early, bro.
Hey, bro. Fucking Jay. All right, Jay. I'm sorry, bro.
Alright, bro.
Just
My,
Jesus.
got cut up with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
hey,
I
what
got
I,
it almost.
what was I looking for that day?
Hey, bro, I oughta change my fucking stream name to like just
So,
fucking vibing and talking,
so then
telling
we
stories, bro.
went. I was in the. All right, so I went out because all right. So my parents have. They own a house. It has a duplex. It's a second house attached to it, right? So we live in the back house. I live in the back house, and
Yeah.
I can't remember what I went to look for. There was something. I went looking. Oh, was it the day that? Was it this? I can't remember. Anyways, I went to the garage. I went to look for something. What was it for the fire stick? Because the day before we saw the Canelo fight, right?
Okay.
We saw the Canelo fight, so we put a TV outside and we watched the Canelo fight. So the next following day, I was looking for the fire stick, and so I went to the garage and I called my mom and so I went so I called my mom and I was like, hey mom, where'd you leave the fire stick at? And she was like, está arriba ahí en el garage. And I was no lo veo. So whatever, I was in there, and then when I came back inside the house, and I guess my girl had looked outside the window, and when she looked out the window, she said that she saw somebody like hiding from me around the van. That van, dude, like, that's funny because that one particular van, so she saw somebody hiding from me, and I was like, I would have saw them. Like, there's no way there's no. I would have saw them. There's no way they could have hid from me. I would have saw them plain view. I would have heard it.
He was
Like,
like, "Stop it, babe! You're fucking lying,
no,
babe."
like I was like, seriously. It's because yeah, so that was funny, dude, because around that van, somebody was hiding, supposedly, well, not supposedly, but according to her, somebody was hiding from me, like dipping behind the van. But I would have saw them. There's no way that I was maybe like 15 feet away from the van. Not even at that, maybe 10 to 15 feet away. But I would have saw somebody, dude. There's no way that they could have been like, oh, dipping. Yeah, I would have saw them. Um,
Hey, bro. Hey, I want to party bad, bro. Hey, bro, I don't know. I gotta think for that type of thing, bro. I said to myself that before I leave this planet or the world, I want to visit a haunted place like that, bro. A haunted place, at least something that gives me something that I don't want to say searching, but something that I like to do, bro. That's something I like to do.
yeah. Ahí está la van, güey.
Y te lo,
Nomás
y te lo,
que
¿no?
No, but yeah,
No es que,
I just know that the Chinese fuck. I mean, it drives, it moves, but when it go like first to second, like it just stays revving, like it doesn't.
no, no.
Once it's,
You know, you can have it in your parkway or whatever, bro.
si fuera por mí, no me vale
I
madres,
just,
te lo puedes llevar, güey.
I just wanna sit in it, bro, for like, I mean, an hour or two, maybe stay the night there in the van, bro. Bro, I'm serious, bro. That's just,
No, I mean, dude, I've driven the van. I mean, obviously, I've driven the van. I own these vans, right? I
yeah.
I don't pay mind to it. So to me, it's like whatever. Like it's like chingon, I guess.
Yeah,
If it was to happen, it would be like get
uh,
chingon, you know, like. Pero you know, I probably been one of the few people that haven't seen anything from that van, but it seems like multiple people have heard, seen, or saw, or you know, something in that van.
y
Um,
te lo digo porque when I was younger, bro, I used to have this girlfriend, bro. We used to go to this Momo, you know, all the time, and you know, get it on shit. Or not. Anyways, there's this one time. There's this one time, bro, and hey, bro, this is legit too, bro. I have pictures of it too, so I can't lie. Anyways, we were right there, bro. You know, we had to do. And she's like, I'm gonna go shower, bro. I was like, all right, cool, you know. And this is back when I was like 20, bro. I didn't even meet, you know, the mother of my son right now that I have. You know, I didn't even know she existed, anything. But you know, anyways, and this was in Santa Ana. So, she said, "Oh, I'm gonna go, you know, shower, whatever, you know." So she went, and I was laying down on the bed, bro. I was like, you know, like what are we gonna do after? Are we gonna go eat? Blah blah. I was just thinking, you know. And I swear, bro, I kept seeing this white thing going across, you know, like, cause where the shower, where the restroom was, it was like in the other room, and where we were at, it was the only place. It's kind of like when you go in the hotel room, and there's the bed, the TV, and then the other room, there's where the supposedly like the guest room, and then the shower, right?
Right.
So I was in the entrance, well, pretty much in the sala, and there was like the bed right there. I was watching TV, bro, and I kept seeing something like just cross right in front of me, bro. Like it's just like a white thing, you know. I didn't pay much of it, you know, much attention of it. So cuando me senté, dije, oh, I'm just gonna tie my shoes, you know, but I just, you know, to be ready. Bro, I saw somebody in a white towel going from left to right, right in front of me, bro, but in the other room. Porque from the bed, from where the bed was, the entrance to that room, se puede decir como que it's like, I don't know how big 6 inches is, bro. Like maybe like 2 feet, bro. Like 2, 3 feet from where the bed, from where I was sitting at.
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw somebody wearing a towel, bro, from left to right, going to the corner, bro. And I know that for a fact. In that corner, there's nowhere you can go porque está la closet and there's the window. You know, you know. So I was like, what the fuck? And bro, yo me paré, güey. Y todavía diciéndole a my ex-girlfriend, you know, like, hey, you know, ¿qué estás haciendo? And I didn't even finish, bro. I didn't even finish when she opened the door and said, ¿a quién estás hablando, Antonio? And I'm like, es que te acabo de mirar que saliste, you know, and shit like that. Like, what the fuck, you know? ¿Qué si no has salido? I'm like, te acabo de ver que saliste, estabas en una toalla blanca, mira la misma que traes, you know, like the same one you have on, you know? And she's like, no. And I discarded, bro, you know? Yo ya, you know, no se me había olvidado para que no se pusiera, you know, like, you know, scared ella or whatever.
Yeah.
Pero I kept, in the back of my head, I was like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Y she's like, y yo me quedaba pensativo, güey, like, me quedaba pensativo while I was, like, just sitting there, you know? Because I was trying to process what I saw, bro. And she kept looking at me, and she's like, ¿qué pasó? I'm like, oh, nada, no me estoy pensando. And she's like, oh, tengo miedo. I'm like, ¿por qué? Le digo, es que dices que miraste, no, like, pues yo miré, pero no te preocupes, pues vámonos. ¿Sabes qué me dio, güey? Meterme al baño, güey, me metí al baño, güey. And I took a photo from the restroom to that little room, to the room.
Yeah.
I took a photo, and nothing, you know. Pero you can feel that from that doorway to that room, to the restroom. Okay, so se acababa de bañar, so it should have felt, you know, the restroom should have felt like warm and whatever, no?
Warm.
Pero
Yeah.
se sentía cold, bro. Se sentía como like a cold breeze. So yo me salí del restroom, bro. And yo de pendejo, I'm like, hey, si alguien está aquí, you know, in English, you know, if somebody's here, you know, let yourself know, let me see, you know, whatever. And I took a photo, snapped the photo. Nothing, right? So yo me salí and I went back to where I was originally at, by the bed, facing the room where the restroom was at. I snapped 2 photos, bro. Y yo apagué todas las luces y la morra was like, oh my god, it's like, vámonos, Antonio, vámonos. No, espérate, you know? And I snapped 2 photos, bro. And then en una foto, bro, salió como una white orb, or bola, se puede decir. It has like a sad face, bro. And there's like a previous photo from that 2 photos that I took, bro. Que there's nothing in the photo. Y in the last one que saqué, güey, there was actually something like that, bro. And it was in that corner. Where I saw that person or that thing.
Right.
And I have the photo to this day, bro. Y yo pues, you know, yo cuando I don't really go through my photos, bro, you know. Pero there's times where, you know, like, así como ahorita, you know, like we're talking about this, I'm like, oh, let me look back, you know, para ver, you know. And it's right there, bro. Y se mira una persona ahí, o se puede decir que puede ser una mujer, no sé qué chingados, you know.
Yeah.
Pero se mira una
Mándalo en el group chat.
something. Huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Mándalo
Mándalas.
en el group chat.
Send us to us in the group chat.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. Let me look for it, bro. But yeah, I know I have it, bro, and I don't send it out porque people might think this was fucking lying or sabe qué. But this really happened to me, bro. Desde morro, güey. A mí siempre me han pasado cosas así, bro. Like crazy shit like that, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Pero ya, güey, no, bro. Te digo, güey, que I don't know, just crazy shit's happened to me since I was little, bro. Like I seen shit. Oh, aquí está. I found it. ¿Dónde está, bro? Oh, aquí está. Les voy a mandar. I'm gonna send the 4 photos I took, bro.
Mm.
And you're gonna see, like the first one that has like a curtain is from inside the restroom to the room.
Mm-hmm.
The third and the second and third is un cajón that was facing that's go like pretty much the corner. And
Mm-hmm.
the last one is la que le estoy diciendo, bro. Se mira una white y te lo juro, güey, no moví mi teléfono para nada, bro. No lo moví, güey. Nothing. But watch, I'm gonna show you, bro. Para que miren que I'm not lying, bro. Enter the group chat, bro. Oh, you mean like the group chat, like text message, or what's it? Or the PlayStation shit?
The PSN.
Either one, bro.
A ver si se mandan todos, güey. And this is the only thing I've caught. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not the only thing. This is like the second thing I caught. And güey, no me lo deja mandar por PlayStation, bro. I think I'm gonna have to download them to my phone and then send them from there. Hold on. That's the second thing I caught. Okay, the other one. Remember how I was telling you about my passed away brother-in-law?
Yeah.
Well, my sister went, fue a la casa after, cause she was in Mexico when this happened, bro, and she had to come back, right? She had to come back to go to the corner, recognize the body, and all that stuff on the process. And
That happened in Orange County, or where did it happen at?
yeah, Anaheim, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, like, se puede decir como like 5 minutes away from my house, bro, from where I live right now.
So let me ask you this: so
It's,
they had your sister. So I know we're changing the subject. So they had your sister go and identify his remains, or
yeah,
oh, okay,
yeah. Tal ella y su mamá, güey. Porque the guy, su cara del muchacho, güey, pues mi my friend, bro, quedó desfigurada, güey. Like, it
yeah,
was totally a mess, bro. Because they said the way that he impacted the tree, bro,
uh,
the tree hit the passenger side. And he rolled, like, maybe se puede decir 4 or 5 times hasta where it came to rest.
yeah.
And all his side was squished in. Where the driver's side was squished in, bro.
And when they had the viewing and everything, where did they have an open casket? They had a closed casket.
Oh no, they cremated.
Oh, okay.
They cremated, bro. So and I have more stories from the cremated part, bro. But I downloaded them to my phone, bro, and I can't find them. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Wait a minute. I can't find them. Like I downloaded them to the phone so I can send them, but I can't find them.
Look in your downloaded file.
What the fuck? Wait, camera. Can't find these photos, bro. Files. Open them. Oh, the button. Open dumbass. Photos. shit.
Dude, that's so funny because those stuff like I guess they haven't happened to me. The things in my van, they haven't happened to me. So to me, it's like whatever. I guess you could say. But then I remember like, oh, I forgot. Somebody told me about the van, and it's
No,
funny
yeah.
because I forgot like because they haven't happened to me in that van. I'll be honest with you. Like I can't say out firsthand that I've had something happen to me from that van. So that's what to me is like whatever. Oh, I remember it, and I've only had. I'm not getting you, dude. It's because that van already came from a mortuary, so that van was from a mortuary, and I bought it off a mortuary. And
I'm telling them.
I have with the
Telling them right
van.
now. Sorry.
Yeah, I have with the van. Um, maybe about
You guys,
September.
you guys seen him?
Let me see. Hold on,
You guys get him?
I'm looking at it right now.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay.
I see.
Did you guys?
I got one.
Okay, so that's the first one, right? That's the
Right.
first
The
one.
one with
Sorry,
the
Juan,
curtain?
I cut you. Yeah, the one with the curtain. This is for me inside the restroom with the light. Everything was off. It was just me. The only thing you see is the light from the flash on the camera, on my phone. Okay, this is the second one I'm gonna send you, bro. And this is from me outside from the room that leads to the restroom. That's on the left. You're gonna see a wall, like a white kind of like wall. That's the door to the restroom. I had closed the door from the restroom.
Okay, so this one was
So the first one with the curtain.
The second one
Yeah,
was right outside the restroom, looking
right.
right.
Yeah.
You're right against the curtain on the second one, right? Like you're right against the curtain.
No. This is the first one is from me inside the
Inside the restroom.
restroom. Yeah,
No, I'm talking about
facing
el segundo. El
the.
segundo estás junto a la cortina, ¿verdad?
No. That's me outside already. That's
It's
outside
outside
of
of the
that.
restroom.
Yeah, outside of the room. This. The second one is for me taking a photo inside the room. So see on the left. You know how you see like a door or like a
Uh
white
huh.
like wall. That is the
Yeah.
restroom that I have close the door.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
So
Okay, okay. So the first one,
inside the restroom.
you're inside the restroom. The second one,
I'm
saliste
on.
and you took a step to the right. I'm assuming. Like you got at the restroom and
I
you
took. Yeah, I
basically
took a
turned
step.
around.
I came out of that room porque es un room para dentro. It's a room. It's like a
Yeah.
guest room.
Oh, I see
It's
what
a
you're
guest
saying.
room.
It's like a layer. It has
Yeah,
like two rooms almost, kind of. In a
yeah.
sense.
So the
Yeah.
one that I was in where I took the second photo, I was in the room where the only bed was at. It, the entrance way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The third one I'm gonna send you, bro. You're gonna see the door. The door. You're gonna see the door this time.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. The door. El cajón está ahí, güey. And
Yeah.
then there's a closet. I try to pan it out a little bit. I thought a closet, right? On to the left.
Yeah.
And then the last one. This is the only one that came out like this, and I took 3 photos from the same
You ready,
room.
one? That's like
Yeah.
cagar, one,
A ver.
man. Oh
¡Ama!
my.
¡Ay, Dios mío!
Oh shit. You see?
I mean, if you zoom into the photo,
Oh,
bro,
yeah, you can see it.
you can see like a sad, like a face. And
Yeah.
I thought that the lines on that little white ball, bro, eran del cajón, way. No, but if you zoom in really closely,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, because yeah,
you can make out a face, bro. Los
yeah,
ojos, like the mouth, like a nose, bro.
yeah.
And this is the only photo that came out like that, bro. And I can't lie. This is I took these photos, bro. No me mi teléfono. No me
Where do you
no.
see the light, bro? I don't see anything.
You don't see what? You don't see the
I
orb?
don't see the. Yeah, no, I don't see that shit.
You don't see the orb? Like right in the
No,
middle?
I'm fucking with you.
I was
Imagine,
about to
bro.
say, what the fuck, dude? You're
Dude,
tripping.
that's what I said. Estoy here.
Estás ciego,
Yeah,
cabrón. Mira, yo
imagine.
you know what? Like, IG, I'll lend you I'll let you my glasses, dude. Estás ciego, cabrón.
No,
No,
but
imagínate, bro, that you guys fucking go like, hey, I see this shit, but you're like, nah, bro, what you talking about?
and this and then this doesn't end, right there, bro. Porque cuando when we left, and we went to go eat, la llevé a su casa, bro.
Después de
I went
5
I went home.
minutos, 5 minutes
Nah.
later.
And then
Oh.
you start. Anyway, you know,
Cinco
I went
minutos
home.
con 10 segundos, man. Come on, man. Hay que darle su
I
tiempo
went,
completo.
I went home, bro, you know. Y mi mamá se había quedado en la casa de mi brother, you know, se había quedado con mi brother en su house. Pues había, she would go visit him, and you know, sometimes my brother didn't want to drive, so like, decía, aquí quédate en la sala, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yo me quedé solo en la house, bro, en el room. I kid you not, bro. I had a nightmare that I was getting being chased by a lady, by a girl, lady, or something like that. And I woke up, bro, and my bed started shaking. And I can't lie about this either, because I woke up and I was like, why is my bed shaking, bro? And I just like sat there, bro, like thinking, what the fuck's going on, bro?
Mira que ven, ahora.
And then like a fucking gust of wind just rushed into the room, así, que me paro y cierro la puta ventana. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Y me acordé, güey, me acordé de what happened that earlier that day, bro. And I was like, damn,
Que
did this thing follow me? Because they took a photo, or what the hell? What the fuck? And it took me, se puede decir como like almost a week just to like,
miras.
you know, get over it. Porque I didn't get scared.
Ajá.
I just, you know,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
What? Which one is it?
And then, how do you
I
say
don't
it?
remember seeing it. What did you say?
That's like, como te digo, that wasn't the only thing I caught on like a photo or like a video or whatever.
Oh,
Uh,
a ver,
como,
mándamelo.
este,
And where, it's
¿cómo se
over there,
dice? You know how I told you that my brother-in-law had passed away?
Uh,
Oh.
Well, my sister, when she came, you know, to, you know, recognize, you know, the body and did all this stuff, este, she came to the house and she started like cleaning it and stuff like that. But she didn't want to be in there. She just wanted to go and, you know, just, you know, exceed it, you know. I started recording, bro. I started recording, bro. She started crying. She started saying, you know, Ruben, te amo, you know, wherever you're at. Oh, sorry, así se llama el morro, güey, ¿no? Así se llama, Rubén, you know, en paz descanse. No me vengas a visitar al rato, güey.
Rubén, jala las patas hoy.
No,
Ruben,
you
pon
know,
en el chat cuánto duraba el güey. 5 minutos, ¿verdad?
este, I don't play like that, bro. Te jala las patas el vato, güey. El compa, güey, paz descanse, güey. Anyways, so I was recording, bro, and she started crying and stuff like that, you know. Estaba llorando, okay, you know, sorry, you know. I wish you were here, you know, we love you, stuff like that. Yo, you know, just recording her, bro. And right towards the end, bro, when we're about to leave, you can hear like a faint whisper saying, I love you.
No, man.
Like that. Te lo juro, güey. And I
Is it
showed
a
it to my
video or is
sister.
it
It's a video.
audio?
It's a video.
Oh,
It's a video.
shit, bro.
I'm
I don't think
recording
it
my
me
sister
alarma,
while
güey.
she walks. I don't know if I still have. I don't know if I have it, bro. I gotta check. But I don't know if I have it. But yeah, you can hear at the end que dice. So yeah, un faint whisper que dice, I love you. Así, güey. But you have to pay really close attention because she's talking. And you can, you know, she has the door open and you can hear her cars passing by, I think. And you have to pay really close attention, bro. Y se escucha something or someone say like those words, bro. And then not just that, bro. Like, you know, my sister, you know, she went back to the house, she cleaned it up, you know, she was living alone, you know. Y a veces de vez en cuando le vamos a visitar, you know. There was this one time she was cleaning the restroom, you know. And se le cerró la puerta, pero she thought it was, you know, my nephew. My nephew was like what, 2, 3 years old at the time, you know. And se cerró la puerta. And she thought it was, you know, her son, you know. So she heard him laughing. A su hijo, you know. She heard him laughing, and she's like, oh, maybe he's watching TV, you know. Pero she heard him laughing, como que, you know, like con ganas, güey, you know, con ganas.
Hysterical.
Like if he, yeah, like if he was like getting tickled, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And she opened the door, and cuando abrió la puerta, that he was rolling around in my bed, bro. And you know, when you're hugging someone, you know, you have your like arms así, algo así, you know.
Punched, yeah.
Yeah. She said that que le preguntó que qué estaba haciendo. He's like, oh, so I'm playing with my dad. He said, He said he's he's rolling around the bed and he's tickling me. Pero ya se fue. And the kid's 2 years old, 3 years old, something like that, bro. And he said that he saw his dad and that he went, outside. Like he pointed where he left.
That's crazy.
And the next time, my sister was in the kitchen, and the closet that they have is in the room, and then the restroom right next to the closet. And she was looking for her son. She was looking for her son. Y que, hey, mijo, ¿dónde estás, mijo? And no lo encontraba, que abajo de la cama, X cosa, nothing. She happened to open the closet where she had her ashes del su ex-husband, su papá de su niño, güey. And she happened to look down, bro, y está el niño sentado ahí en oscuro mirando up into the ashes, bro, to the box.
No mames.
Te lo juro, bro. In the dark, bro. In the dark.
Damn.
In the dark, bro. El niñito, güey, 3 años, güey. Y te digo, he loved his son so much que I think that's why he would, come and play with him. And then the last time que me contó mi sister, güey, that he was in the room and she was laying down in bed with him, watching TV with him. And he was, on the ground, playing with his toys. He said that he got up and jolted out to the living room. And she started screaming, papi, 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 papi. And my sister's like, she got freaked out. She got up. And she's like, ¿qué pasó, mijo? Ahí está mi papá, dice. Está sentado en las escaleras. Dice, pero no puede venir para acá, dice. Dice, me está diciendo bye, me está diciendo bye, me está diciendo bye. And I was like, bro, that shit's heartbreaking, bro. That shit's heartbreaking.
Machine.
That's like the saddest thing that could happen to any kid, bro. Lose a parent or anybody at a young age. Que sus parents vengan a visitarlos, bro. And the little kids are like, se puede see, not aware of what's really going on.
Yeah.
¿Y el
That's
niño
crazy.
y tu sobrino cuántos años tiene ahorita?
Ahora, este compa ya tiene como, bro, como like 11 years old, bro. 11, I'm gonna say 11 around there, bro.
¿Y el niño todavía se acuerda de eso o nada?
I don't know, bro. I haven't spoke to him, bro. I haven't spoke to him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
¿Cuántos años tenía él cuando se murió entonces? Like, tu sobrino.
Like 2, 3 years old, bro.
Órale.
Mira, mi hijo tiene 3 años, güey. Y este güey, he doesn't really know how to talk, bro. I mean, he doesn't know how to talk. He only says a couple words that he knows, Pero el niño, güey, el hijo de my sobrino, güey, él ya sabía más o menos cómo hablar, Pero, like, yeah, a little kid's gonna tell you what they see and what they see
that's
done
what
or
the
whatever.
chip.
Anything.
It's a trip because right now you're mentioning all this stuff and my 3-year-old también, pues ya ves que we have my son, they're about the same age. Pues my son is, I guess, he's really advanced at talking. He says everything, dude, like clear. Like, si tú le dices una cosa, te lo repite exactamente y no se lo olvida. So anyhow, he was in my mom's house and hacía lo mismo, se metía en los rooms en oscuro. And they told him, "What are you doing?" "I'm in the room playing with the ghost." What the fuck, dude? Like, yeah, dude, like this kid, it's because I remember him being months, like less than a year, when we were playing World War II, Anthony. And he would, like, where I'm at right now, he was there in the corner of, like, where the fridge is. Y siempre es como que era the more darkest spot in the room or in the house. And he would always stare in it, and he would, like, look at it, and, like, so now that I think, like, I don't know now, I don't think he said anything anymore, but he used to say stuff like that. Like, he would go in the dark, in the laundry room, in the rooms, and he'll be like, be saying stuff like that. "Oh, ahí está el cucuy. Oh, I saw the ghost. And he's talked really good. I think maybe since, like, dude, like, at a year and a half, ya hablaba. Like, seriously. Even ahorita, pues, his vocabulary and what he says, dude, is very, like, even word, like, este niño, no, hombre, he talks a lot. Like, he talks everything so clear. But anyhow, yeah, he has said that. I don't know how, ¿cuántos años tenía cuánto tenía él cuando decía eso del ghost? Que estaba con el ghost? He had just started talking, huh? So, like, yeah, about a year and a half. It was about a year and a half, and he said that he was he was playing with the ghost. And he would always say stuff like that, and I don't know who we don't know who it is, who he's talking to, who he's referring to, but yeah, I don't know. So I think, obviously us again, what would I do? I think some of them do come home with me. Um, I want to say because I don't know where else they're coming from. But yeah, dude. I mean, I think recently that was. What else has happened other than that time que se escuchan los pasos? Like out of the corner of my eye, it's because it's hold on, hold on. Was it the same thing? No, no, no. That wasn't the same day. That was let me tell you another one. Um, I was laying down in the bed, and my girl had got up. We got up. It was about 11 in the morning, and my girl had got up to go to the restroom, and my daughter had woke up, and I literally, like, my daughter was next to me, but I literally felt like somebody put pressure on my stomach, like pressure what it was in an adult, but like a child, right?
Yeah.
And all right, so I literally felt that, but I was like, I don't know, maybe it was just like my stomach. I don't know, you know how your muscles or something, whatever. I don't know. I just kind of like blew it off or whatever. So my girl had came out the restroom and she came to the sala, and she came to get something. And so later on that day, I think it was that same day. Was it that same day que se escucharon los pasos, no? Or we just talked about it? Cuando te tocó alguien in your leg. So kind of coincidentally, later on in the night, I told her like, hey, she was like, you know what? The trip because I felt somebody, a kid, touch my leg, and she thought it was the 3-year-old, but the 3-year-old he stays he they take him a lot to the front, so he stays with my parents a lot of the times. Like right now he's not even here, he's sleeping over, because they like him, they like well obviously they grab him and ahí se quedan con ellos, and so she was so yeah, so she felt somebody, a kid, grab her leg, and she thought it was him, like, and she's like, hold on, he's not even here. And then I was like, well, so later on that night we were that one there. Oh yeah, they were pulling her shorts. Ajá, so she thought it was him porque like si ella pensaba que le estaba jaloneando los shorts, and le quiso like to like ya déjame, déjame cabrón. Pero when she's like, oh shit, there's nobody here, he's not even here. The fuck.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, there was that one time that we put him to sleep. Like, en veces cuando lo regaño, pues, I give him time out y lo meto en el cuarto. Go time out, go to the room. And he, oh, no, te empieza a gritar como que se lo están atacando, dude. And something like, fuck. I feel bad because I think, obviously, he doesn't want to be there no more by himself because I think,
What?
maybe the ghosts are like, or something's happening where he's fucking literally scared.
He's cut out.
Yeah, so he's literally scared of what's going on there. And so, anyways, this day in particular that I'm telling you that we heard steps, so we put him to sleep, and we literally heard from the room to the other room, like, I was like, what the fuck? So then obviously I went and I started saying all this, stuff where, like, go, pretty much in Spanish, go fuck yourself, leave my fucking house. I don't want you here. You're not invited. Open the front door, and I told him, get the fuck out of my house. I don't want you here. Don't follow me. Nobody invited you to my house, and if like whatever happened, I only if you're because I transported you, like your body, like it doesn't give you a right to come in my house, dude. Literally, when I said that in the kitchen, like I was like in the sala, and the kitchen's like está pegado, se cayó algo en la kitchen, pa. We're like, no mames, güey, like no, I don't give a fuck. Leave my fucking house. Leave. I don't want you here. Just leave my fucking house. Um.
It's crazy.
But yeah, multiple stuff like. But that's just the trip that you were mentioning right now about about your nephew. That obviously
What?
that
The what?
he's that you're about your nephew. Seeing his dad. I mean, that's some crazy stuff. That's
Oh yeah, bro. That's just
and not only that. Obviously, you have seen it. You said that you obviously your nephew seen his dad, and then also you guys have a recording of hearing somebody say "I love you," and then they should like do that. Obviously, that's like it's. I know for you, it's obviously that's your best friend, and so you know, as you know, even though he's no longer here in the physical, he's still your best friend, you know. And so, pues de repente la mujer
yeah.
dice el güey, I'm gonna go fuck with Antonio. Fuck it. A ver, este cabrón, yes. You know, but um, I don't know. I just believe in that stuff. You know, I believe in if sometimes it's not the time to
Your
go,
mic keeps cutting out, bro.
it's gotta keep on pulling away from it. Yeah, I feel like like it's not the time to go, so they're still here because it wasn't their time. So you know, until their time
Oh yeah,
is.
that's a. I mean, how do you say? That's just a win.
Ya debe
Fuck.
estado este güey.
Hey, ¿no te pasaba cuando, like, like, pasa, like, un carro, güey, o X cosa, güey? You know how cars do have, like, some kind of, like, force with the door or with the wind y que they make your door move or something like that?
Mm,
Well, aquí, güey, cuando yo prendo el aire, güey, the door kind of, like, moves, you know? So, ahorita
mhm.
dije, what the fuck?
Hijo de su madre.
Yeah, no, bro, te digo, a mí me ha pasado like crazy shit like that, bro, porque hablando así de tu esposa, güey, de que dices que le jalaban los chores, cuando la mamá de mi hijo, my son right now, she was pregnant with my son, bro, I was working, she said that she was like laying down, she was pregnant, she was laying down on the bed, on the where we used to live, and que she said that she swears that she was sleeping, but it felt like something jumped off the bed, like
Damn.
where we used to live. And I can't say she's lying. I can't say it's true. I was not there. I was at work. But that's what she said that happened to her.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
I,
Bro,
I,
la ven, güey. I want to
so,
go
oh,
out with them.
my hijastra. So I don't know if you have you ever heard of the Downey Asylum?
The who?
The asylum in Downey.
No, the only one I heard that I want to really visit is the Linda Vista Hospital
Uh huh.
in LA. That's the one.
All right. So there's an
That's the one.
asylum. There's an asylum in Downey that is closed down now. But it used to be a mental hospital. Obviously, that's what an asylum is. And
Yeah.
so it's pretty well known that it's pretty well documented that that place is haunted. So there's a lot of sheriffs always there, like porque a lot of people want to break it in. So she was. I remember they showed me this picture, but there's a picture she took of like in the building, and she could see a dark shadow in the freaking window. This place is really, really well known for paranormal activity. También, if you go on YouTube and you put Downey Asylum, you'll see that it's been like
I'll have to
people
check it out tonight before I go to sleep.
people have gone in there and I remember that place. I mean, obviously, even since I was a kid, and I'm talking about obviously over 20 years, 25 years, we
Yeah.
would go over there and they would have to shut it down, or it was already shut down. It still exists. It's still there. I don't know what they do there, but it's still there. It's I mean, they take care of it like if it's functioning, but and it's pretty well taken care of, except the outer buildings.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. That place has well documented. So, anyways, they went there and they were snapping pictures. They saw that cause there was a couple pictures, no? It was like 3 pictures. Cause tomó, I remember now.
Hey, somebody's drinking Kool-Aid in the background, man.
I don't know what that could be, bro. It could be anybody.
I don't know, but
Shit.
I already had done that earlier when I had done that a little bit ago. Some lemonique.
Hey, bro, I want to visit like things like that, bro.
I'm
Even
down
though
too, bro. Shit.
even though I experienced things like that already, bro, here in person, but I would really want to go to a place like that, bro. Cause the ¿cómo se dice? The story that I'm gonna about to tell you guys right now, bro, is doesn't convince you that there's shit out there, bro, that you cannot explain, bro. Then I don't know what the fuck's gonna convince you. So back in what the fuck, like 2010, bro, 2010 around there.
Damn, way back.
Yeah, 2010 to 2009. Este, no wait, I'm sorry. That's way back. No, that's too early. Back in 2004 or five, around there.
No
I
manches,
remember.
bro.
Yeah, I was back. I used to live where I live right now, Anaheim. My brother, when he was my older brother, when we moved to Anaheim, we moved to this place, güey. Este lugar tenía tres apartamentos, güey. No, cuatro, perdón. Eran one, two, three on the bottom and one on top. That was four. Este, my brother had met the neighbor, bro, y la neighbor tenía tres hijas, güey, y un hijo, güey. And I think one of the oldest one, ¿cómo se llama? They liked each other or whatever. Y and whatever, they got together, they had a kid, the first kid, and
O sea, tu brother
we were,
con esa neighbor.
yeah, they were all good with the family and everything, we were too. Había una vez que my family, we were about to go to sleep, ya íbamos a dormir, güey, y whatever. Y de repente, güey, oímos que, when somebody's running, they have sound, you can hear that, like, como que pega la chancla, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Venía la suegra de mi brother corriendo con her, we could say, 8-month-old granddaughter, bro, que es mi sobrina, running like to the window. Now she didn't come into the house. She didn't even knock the door, bro. She came to the window, bro, al screen, güey. It's like, mi mamá se llama Carmen, Dice, Carmelita, Carmelita, Carmelita. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on, bro? We were about to go to sleep. It's like around 10 o'clock at night. She said, Carmelita, Carmelita, Carmelita. She was she was carrying my niece. Y no le digo, mamá, está la señora. She came, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Tenga la niña, tenga la niña. And this is true, bro, this is true, eh. Le dice, tenga la niña, algo pasa en mi casa, algo pasa en mi casa. And we were like, what the fuck? Y yo en ese entonces tenía como, like, 12 years old, 13, I don't know. Y le dice, tenga la niña, algo pasa con mi hija. Y my mom grabbed my niece, y se la metimos, y we were playing with her. Y de repente, we can hear screams, bro, como que estaban gritando, bro, like shit like that, ¿verdad? And, como se dice, y se oían como que bajaban los escalones, tum, 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 porque el apartamento de arriba, y no tenía escalones como de cemento, güey, pero con pebbles, y se oía, tum, 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 porque que corrían y subían para abajo, güey, stuff like that. And we were like, what the fuck's going on, bro? What the fuck's going on, bro? Y salieron el otro vecino del otro apartamento, que era el del medio, güey, salió. And they were friends with us too, Pero eran puros, they were all guys, Like, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? No sé, algo pasa en la casa allá del lado, ¿verdad? Ahí cuando vivía mi brother con con su girl. Y y sí, como se que gritaban, güey, como que gritaban. Y yo me salí, güey, yo me acerqué allá, güey, y se oían los gritos por la ventana del room. Así bien crazy, bro. Y yo, what the fuck, bro? And we went back to the house, y a lo que nos relataron, a lo que nos dijeron, güey, fue de que a la hija segunda, after my brother's girlfriend's, my brother's girlfriend, she had like a younger sister that was after her. It said they were watching The Passion of Christ when that movie was like out, barely out. They were watching The Passion of Christ, and then out of nowhere, that her daughter started going like, scratching her hands así como jalándose así, ¿no? Y se agarraba la cabeza, like scratching her head, and that she got up. Bro, the fucking closet door that when we went to see, bro, that shit was fucking thick, bro. And for someone to punch a fucking hole, not just a small hole, but a big ass hole, they had to fucking either be on some kind of fucking drug or be fucking strong as fuck, bro, or have a fucking guante hecho de cemento, way. That shit was thick, bro. That closet door was thick, bro. And it was a big ass hole, bro. They said that she got up and that she kicked and punched the hole in the wall, in the closet wall. And that she like se aventó para atrás. She threw herself on the bed, and then she started like, twisting and shit like that. And her eyes rolled back, and they were all white. And then que la señora de arriba, remember I told you that que se veía como que bajaban sus escalones en putiza y que subían y que bajaban.
Yeah.
It was a lady, bro. Era una señora, güey, que she can read, in the lost language, que es Latin, the language de los dioses or gods, whatever. That she was communicating with her. She was communicating with something that was inhabiting her, puede decir, like in her, and that what entity or whatever was telling her that that her body was, that they were using her body to communicate with her, with them, that she was going, that she was, she was in this forest, that she was in, this dark place right now, that she was in there right now, que she's going through a tough time, and then, she was vulnerable to whatever wasn't, hey, apláquese, güey. And that she was vulnerable, to for that person to inhabit, her body, that entity, pues, and that she was communicating, with the book that she brought, and stop. And and ¿cómo se llama? ¿Qué? And that the lady that was talking to this entity that was inhabiting that girl's body, that she was, trying to, supposedly negociar to bring her over and to get her back into her body. Well, she eventually did, she eventually did that, you know, the girl came back and she was like dumbfounded and like she had no clue what happened, you know. And pero que that entity told the lady that there was a person in the house that she lives in that had two kids that eran duendes, y pues like la que una persona que ellos conocían hacía brujería y que those kids eran um como I don't know how to say it, bro, como vessels, there we go, vessels to whatever, the lady was doing, because there was, it was, I think, her grandma or something like that. So la lady que we were talking about, they were saying, oh, you gotta kick her out, you have to kick her out porque si no puede pasarle algo, que they wanted to do something to the little girl, porque the reason that she brought my niece over was that when the girl started twitching and stuff like that, she started pointing at my niece, bro. She started pointing que doing these weird noises and sounds, bro. And that's por eso le trajeron a la little girl. And bueno, eso pasó, güey, se resolvió ese día, güey. And these people are religious, bro. Les gusta ir a la iglesia, güey, cuando se tienen que ir a la iglesia. So, ellos le contaron a la iglesia what happened, and que si podían venir a la casa a hacer como like a blessing. Yeah. Y una vez nos invitaron nosotros, but we didn't know that people were gonna go over, from church. Nos invitaron, hicieron un ceviche de jaiba, güey. Estábamos comiendo en la mesa, bro. Estábamos todos, bro. Estábamos ahí, ¿verdad? Y y de repente entraron unas personas con unas Biblias, güey. From the back of the house, not from the front, from the back, porque donde ellos vivían tenían un patio y tenían una gate y podías entrar y salir, ¿no? Entraron, se sentaron, ¿cómo están? Buenas noches, hermanos, todos, ¿no? Se sentaron y les invitaron, creo que les invitaron ceviche, comieron, ya después, pues cuando estén listos comenzamos y que todos los niños al cuarto y que cierren esta puerta. Anthony, bro, yo como me conozco, soy bien metiche, bro, y yo dije, what the hell's going on, you know, like, yo quiero también, ¿no? Bro, this is hard to believe, güey, y así yo tampoco me lo creo, güey, que yo lo vi, güey. Cuando Don nos dice, oh, agárrense las manos, vamos a hacer el Padre Nuestro, y no vamos a hacer todo esto, empezaron con, Padre Nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado, all this stuff, de la oración, ¿no?
Yeah.
Estaba la mamá, güey, um, this table that we were sitting at was that glass table, and the feet of the table, the stand, era como hard, heavy, like metal or aluminum or whatever you want to call it, but it was heavy, bro. It was a heavy table. You would need like 3 people to move it in order for you to not to like break the glass or scratch the
I heard
floor, you
so.
know? Yeah, hurt yourself too. Y okay, so on the left hand side, I can se puede decir memorize how this happened, who was where, The lady estaba on the left hand side. She was like at one end of the table. Estaba 2 people from like the church right in the middle. Estaba creo que my brother or su esposa like right next to them, and then my mom, and then yo by the fridge, my brother by the sink. Estaba otro hermano in between me. Y estaba el esposo y la hija, you know? Like towards like almost getting to where the mom was sitting at. So empezaron luego empezaron a rezar otra cosa, empezaron a rezar otro, güey. Bro, la mamá, güey, she rose up from the ground, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, like about 2 to 3 feet off the ground, and
Oh shit.
she folded back, bro, y con su panza, güey, just her, she pushed the table all the way to the other side of the wall
What the
with
fuck?
her stomach, bro. And she started yelling, bro. That's when they're like, hey, te tienes que ir al cuarto tú. Y, güey, se escuchaban los gritos. Like crazy, bro, crazy. Y nos dijeron que nos pusiéramos a rezar, bro. Y pues, los niños que podían, ¿no? Y yo ahí, que padre, eso que estás en el cielo, ¿no? You can hear these screams, bro. You can hear these screams, bro. Y ahí voy yo de metiche, güey, bro. Abrí la puerta, güey, porque they had a door to, like, the kitchen and the hallway. That one that leads to the rooms. Yo voy de metiche y abro la puerta, güey. And then la hija, güey, está parada ahí, güey. Y la sientan, güey. La empiezan a orar, güey. Y la hija, güey, se empieza a picarse las orejas, güey. Y mover la cabeza, like twitching her head, bro. Y jalándose el pelo. And I don't know, güey, you can hear like a crazy ass scream, like como que. Y se empezó a como a temblar ella con la chair, bro. Empezó a temblar, güey. Yo estaba mirando, bro, like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. Y yo tenía como 13 años, güey. Yo no sabía qué pedo, güey. Like, I didn't know shit, like, what was going on, bro. I know that, ghosts exist, but I was all fascinated, but I didn't know this was, this was a thing. And then you see her, like, vomiting red, bro. La mamá también vomiting red, bro.
What the fuck?
Te lo juro, güey, vomiting red, bro. Y no comieron nada rojo, güey. Comieron un ceviche, güey. Que es pretty much all white. All white. It was like all white. Yes, they started vomiting, bro. Y say que she started talking in that language again. She started talking in that language. And I don't know. Y creo que llegó la señora otra vez, the one that was translating. Y que she was translating. Remember how I told you my brother was on like leaning on the sink or on the sink, on the
Mhm.
sink wall. Este güey, dice que he was, what from he told me, dice que he was just, ahí, güey, mirando, like watching, así como yo. Dice que the girl just turned around and looked at him, and este güey se fue derechito al suelo, bro. ¡Pum! Al
Lo
suelo. He
sentó.
went, ¿eh?
Lo sentó.
No, no, ya, no, 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 como que dice que se sintió como que he went black, like como que his vision went black, bro. Lo más que
Oh
cuando
shit.
just right away when she like turned her head and looked at him, así como una mirada, así como like a sinister look, bro.
Uh-huh.
He like literally just like slid, se le fue así como la mano, así, like sliding off the wall, I mean the counter, and went straight to the floor, and they had to pick him up, bro. And he said, cuando lo despertaron, dice, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? He's like, what happened? What happened? It's like, no, pues te caíste, ¿estás bien? ¿Estás bien? No, sí, no, mire que, he's like, I just saw that it went black, but I don't know what happened. And long story short, bro, everything, went back to normal, bro, pero que según la lady, güey, la mismo que dijo que ahí tenemos una señora que hacía brujería, que estaba related with somebody that did this and that,
Uh-huh.
que los dos niños que tenían unos duendes que le querían hacer algo malo a la niña y que tenemos que tener mucho cuidado con las niñas. And I was like, what the fuck? And I believe that that's true porque now I do, pues, porque dicen que cuando un niño es recién nacido y no está bautizado, they're more vulnerable to entities or anything that's like malignant, they're vulnerable to that type of things, and that's why they see things or they'll cry or something like that. And bro, that's se puede decir que I experienced that, and I think that's like the not the worst, but like se puede decir like the most freakiest story or test, how you say that encounter I had with something like that.
No mames, güey, qué
and,
mero.
it's not and como te puedo decir, you can believe me or not, bro. You were not there, but I was there, and I can tell you, I don't need to lie about this either. And if I could have taken a picture, bro, or a video, I would have sent it to you guys too, bro. I don't have shit like I don't have that.
Uh-huh.
This was a legit story, bro. This is it happened. I saw it, bro. You know, I don't know, bro. Still, eh, thank God nothing happened to me, bro. But you can hear like, bro, it's just crazy.
No, yeah, fucking I remember what you said is true, bro. I believe that about the kids who are baptized. They're
Yeah,
more susceptible to malicious encounters because we used to live in an apartment complex in Inglewood. It was a three-story apartment complex, and we were on the top floor, one of the last apartments. And I remember when my brother, first it started with my sister actually. Mi hermana tenía, let's say, like 3 years, 3 years, cuando nos mudamos ahí en ese apartamento. And I
yeah,
remember the first few months we were there. One day we woke up because my brother, my brother, el que sigue después de mí, he's at the time I want to say he was like 8, 9 years old. I was like 11, 10,
yeah,
and we used to sleep on the ground on the living room. And
yeah,
my mom and my stepdad, my sister's dad, my sister was sleeping in the room. Her on the crib, my parents on the bed. And one day, my mom wakes me up early, and my brother early. She's like, Kevin, Michael, like wake up. And we're like, what's going on? And she's like, have you guys seen Jasmine? That's my sister's name, Jasmine. And we're like, what are you talking about? Like, isn't she with you guys? Like, she should be asleep with you guys. And she was like, no, like we can't find her. And we're like, what are you talking about? Like, she should be in the crib. And I'm still half asleep, bro. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I get up and I like check under the bed, check by the couches, check by whatever. We checked the balcony because we had a balcony, and I mean, shit, if she had fell from that balcony, she'd be dead. So we looked at the balcony, and we looked outside of the balcony, looked at the bottom of the fucking ground, see if she was splattered there. No, nothing. So I'm like, hey, like, where was she last? Like, where did you remember her being? And she was like in the room. So we went to the room. We opened the closet, which was like a slide door, like a sliding door closet.
Yeah.
So we looked at the top. There was a top shelf, a lining on top, and there was nothing there. So we're just like, what the fuck? Where could this girl be? So we went to the kitchen, and the way that it's set up, the kitchen was directly behind the living room wall, and then so we went around to we went around the wall from the living room to the kitchen. We looked in the kitchen, looked in the cabinets, looked in the fucking fridge. You know, maybe se la pegó la gana de entrar in the fridge, and no, nothing. So
Yeah.
we're like, what the fuck? And we hear crying, bro. We start hearing like a little like whine, like you know when a kid wakes up and they're just like, like they kind of just start whining a little. So we
Oh
hear
man, that's
that,
the scariest, bro.
and
Yeah.
we're like, what the fuck? Like, where's this shit coming from, bro? Bro, I shit you not. My sister's under our fucking dining table with all the fucking chairs pushed in, like trapping her in there. And bro, we fucking pull all the chairs out. I go in there, I grab her, I get her out of there. And I'm like, I'm looking at her, and she's just like crying, like she just woke up, like she's groggy. And I'm looking at my mom, and I'm like, yo, like what the fuck, like I'm not saying that, but I'm like in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm telling her, like I remember telling her, I was like, no la pusieron acá ustedes. Like I don't know what the fuck to think at that point. And I asked my mom, like, did you guys put her here? She's like, no, pendejo, ¿cómo se te ocurre? And I was like, I'm just asking because, fuck, like, no one knew where she was at. And fucking, we just find her under the fucking table with all the fucking seats pushed in. Okay, so that was my sister. And after that, nothing really happened with my sister. But my little brother, el último, se llama Brian. También lo
Yeah.
tuvieron cuando estábamos en esos apartamentos. And he was all but like 6, 7 months old, bro. And same shit, bro. And at this point, they had got a bunk bed, so it was my younger brother Michael sleeping on the top, my little sister sleeping on the bottom bunk in the living room. I was sleeping on the ground, and my sister and my little brother's dad and my mom was sleeping in the room. And same thing occurred for my little brother. So same thing,
Yeah.
bro. My mom comes one day early in the morning. Kevin, wake up! And I'm like, what's going on? We can't find your brother. Fuck, what are you talking about? Brian is missing. Wait, what? How? And we don't know. Did Julio take him? Did he go to the market and maybe he has him? No, because he's at work. And I forgot it was a fucking weekday. I thought it was a fucking weekend. I don't know why. But I asked him, like, oh, he didn't take him? Like, no, he's at work. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I started kind of retracing my steps. And I'm like, well, I saw her putting him in the crib. So we look at the crib, we look under the crib, under the bed, under the bunk beds, by the couch and shit, behind the TV. I'm like, what the fuck? Where is this little kid? Because he can't walk. He can barely fucking crawl at this point. So he couldn't have gotten far. Um, and I started thinking about the restroom. I mean, he probably crawled into the restroom, crawled up the steps and went into. So we went to the restroom, into the sink, into the shower, nothing. And then it hits me, bro. And I get this cold ass chill down my spine. And I was like, Mom, I'm like, did you check under the table? And she was like, why? And I looked at her and I was like, remember Jasmine? And bro, we went and same fucking shit, bro. My brother's under the fucking dining table, all the fucking seats pushed in, just like my sister. And I fucking, the same thing, we fucking yank out all the fucking chairs. I go in there, I grab him, and he's fucking, está frío, bro. Like, this fool is fucking freezing. And I'm thinking, because obviously when a fucking body's that cold, I'm thinking they're dead. And I don't want to give him to my mom. Like, my mom is like, here, dámelo. And I'm like, no. Like, let me hold him. And she's like, give me the kid. And I'm like, no, like, let me hold him. And finally, she takes him from me. And she's like, ¿por qué está frío? And I was like, that's why I didn't want to give him to you. Because the seat's cold. And, bro, we fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened. But we start, like, talking to him, trying to wake him up. We start messing with his hands, his feet. And he starts moving. And he starts crying and crying. Bro, his color went back to, like, his color hit his face again. This fool was fucking, like, este oscurito, mi hermano. So when you have like a darkish little brown boy who goes cold, bro, se ve gris. This fool got pinkish brown, bro. after we started talking to him. I don't know what the hell happened to my brother, but he got his color back. And after that, I remember they baptized my sister, and I had to convince my parents to baptize my brother, but they never did it. They never did it. My brother's not baptized to this day. And I remember when we had an aunt. It's media hermana de my mom. They share the same dad, not the same mom. Um, she passed away.
Hey, bro. Hold on. I need to use the restroom. Hold on. I need to go piss. Hold it.
You still there, Juan?
Yep, I'm here. I'm
Ya
listening.
te dormiste.
No, I'm listening. I'm right
You
here.
going to the fucking church packs and shit? I'm watching you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get acquainted with all this stuff right now, like, because I still don't know what's the difference, you know, like Cold War and like metas,
Modern Warfare.
yeah, like the guns.
A lot of people are saying that they started nerfing, like they nerfed way too much the Modern Warfare guns. Like right now, the meta is anything Cold War, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the Milano is like the top SMG right now, pretty much, no?
The Milano's pretty good. I like the Milano, but I feel like it shoots a little too slow for my liking, so I use the LC-10. I've used that since season 2. Since season 2. Season 1, I didn't play. Season 2, I did. But I came in towards the end of season 2, and when I started playing it, I played with the LC-10, and it was okay. It was actually pretty garbage. But season 3, they buffed the shit out of it, so that's what I started running with. Like, that fucking LC-10, bro, is like an AR. That shit will fuck you up on the longest range. Cause it has virtually no recoil. That shit will fucking beam somebody from miles away. But I'll run the LC-10 and the Krig. And the Krig is another one of those guns that has been good since the get-go. That shit is a beast. What assault rifles do you normally run?
Right now I'm using the mainly
The Farah?
the Farah.
Okay, yeah, that one's good. I like the Farah.
And then sometimes I use a Gra. And if I want to snipe
Okay.
the freaking the car 98. Yeah, cause you notice I also use the LC10, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at right now. It's probably like in SMGs and meta, like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, bro. Where we at?
Oh, so then, my aunt, la media hermana de mi mamá, se murió de cancer. She had cancer in her, from what I know, I could be wrong. Tenía cancer en los huesos.
Oh man,
And
that
so she
sucks.
couldn't, like, I remember they were saying that, to bathe her, they had to carry her from her bed to the little stretcher. And, to put her, bathe her and shit. And then one time they were carrying her, and she was so fragile que le quebraron la pierna. Just carrying her. Just to
Damn.
transfer her from the bed to the stretcher, le quebraron su pierna. And they weren't aware that it was that fragile. So when they were doing the chemotherapy and all that shit, like that shit la acabó. Like it finished her. And I remember seeing her the last few times that I did. And fuck, dude, like me dio tristeza seeing her like that, because she was one of those people that like anywhere she went, she was the life of the party, kind of. So she would go in, and everyone knew she was there. Everyone knew her presence was there. Cause she wouldn't stay quiet. She was a fucking loudmouth, and in a good way. And she would make people laugh, fucking crack jokes. So when I saw her the last few times, it did make me sad. And she died somewhere in June of 2014 or 2014. The Muriel. Somewhere in June of that fucking year. Um, and my brother Brian, he didn't really know her. It was kind of like me and my dad. Like estaba like no tenía mucho de like memories with her. So I think the fondest memory he has of my aunt is when my aunt, well, her name is Betty. She fucking put the turkey inside of the oven with fucking aluminum on, and it had grease. So the grease caught on fire, the fucking oven caught on fire, and she grabbed my little brother Brian and ran down to the house. She's like, "Oh, sálvense que pueda, que se pueda salvar. I'm gonna save Brian, and that's it." Uh, so as Brian grew older, oh, you know what? No, she didn't pass in 2014, 2011. Sorry, because I was when I was dating my ex from high school, my first year of high school. Yeah, so 2011. 2011 was when she, cuando se murió. But my brother was like 4 or 5 years old when that happened. He was born in
Yeah.
2006, so don't think that much. And he didn't really know her like that. Like it wasn't like a whole deep connection. But one day, they had her cremated, so they have her ashes and shit. One day, we're at her house, bro, and we're doing Thanksgiving dinner again. We're sitting there having fun, and this is at the house in Inglewood where I had my fucking dream about my dad. It's in the same house, and my brother is sitting in front of a hallway table, and he's just talking and talking, and we're like, "What the fuck? Like, who are you talking to?" And my mom goes up to him, "Mijo, ¿con quién estás hablando?" And he turns to a woman, he's like, my tia Betty's talking to me. And we're like, what the fuck? And my mom was like, okay, what does she look like? And my brother goes into describing her: thick, straight hair, black. She's about 5'2", fucking light skin, has a mole on her on top of her lip on the left hand side. Like describing her to like the detail, bro. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like, hell no, there's no way this fool at fucking 4 or 5 years old is already describing my aunt. Like, there's no way. I couldn't even do it. And I knew her the longest. So I was like, hell no, this fool ain't doing that shit. And my mom was like, oh, okay, mijo. And my brother, he's like, yeah, mom, my tia said hi. My tia said hi to everybody. She says she loves you guys. And I'm like, oh, hell no, this was tripping. So I grabbed him and I'm like, hey, like, where's my aunt? Where is she? And he points at the table he was talking to, but towards the corner of it, by where the table, our dining table starts. He's like right there, right behind my dad. And I was like, oh hell no, this was tripping. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah, you're behind my dad. And she's putting like little bunny ears up. Like he started talking about like all this shit she was doing, and I was like, what the fuck? And then before she like I guess left, he was like, "Oh, she said goodbye. She's leaving." Like she said bye. She's leaving. And I asked him. I don't think he remembers it now, but growing up, I would ask him, "Hey, do you remember seeing Tia Betty?" He's like, "Yeah, I remember it. It was on Thanksgiving, and she was playing with us. She was talking with us. She was eating Thanksgiving with us." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I thought it was just him like fucking around. No, this one remembers that shit, and it trips me out. It still trips me out. That's just
Imagine, bro.
crazy.
Imagine you're like having like a special event at your house, and all of a sudden, bro, you happen to take a picture, and there's a family member that's deceased in one of the photos, bro. Like staring at the camera.
That's
That's
crazy.
just crazy, bro. I don't know. That should trip me out.
¿Qué número te dormiste, bro?
Dame.
Yeah, that's it. He's
Aquí
like, I'm
estoy.
here, but I'm falling asleep.
Aquí estoy.
Yeah, it's just crazy, bro. I don't know. It's one of those things where like I believe in it. I'll be honest, I believe in it, but I try not to think about it because I'm like, fuck that shit, dude. Like, I don't know. People go crazy over that shit. But I do wanna go, kind of like you said, go summer haunting and shit. I want to do that.
Yeah, dude.
I think we should do that. That'd be cool. I could take this. I don't mind, but I think that'd be cool.
There's this there's this one time, bro. I was like, I was about the same age that I told you the story earlier about the lady.
Hmm.
13, 14. Yeah, güey, a mí me gustaba ir al parque, güey, after school and play soccer, bro, every single day, you know.
Hmm.
Y Um, una vez llegué a la casa, güey, y mi brother ya empezaba a ir a la junior high, se juntaba con unos morrillos, güerillos, that they were troublemakers, bro. They were like, they'll talk back to their parents, shit like that. Y not just that, you know, in la casa, my mom, my stepdad were always fighting, and they would like be good, and then they'll be bad at sometimes, you know. So
Yeah.
my brother was the youngest, and he, se encariñó mucho con my stepdad, and my stepdad se encariñó mucho con él. So whenever they were not good, he can feel it, and whenever they were fighting, he can hear it and feel it. So his move, he started, being more aggressive, more disrespectful to my mom and shit like that, you know. And he was only like 9, 10 years old, right? En una vez yo llegué del parque, güey, y las luces las apagaban como a las 8 de la noche. Y yo llegué a la casa, like around that time, bro. And the park was right behind my house, bro. Like, all I had to do was walk out of my house from the back door, and the park was right there, bro. So yo llegué, me quité los zapatos, bro. Me vamos allá, dice, métete a bañar. Si quieres comer, ahí hay comida, dice chuletas. And I was like, okay, okay.
Ooh, show us some mom right
Eh,
now.
y sí, güey, ya me metí a bañar. I went to go sit down. I started watching TV. A mí me gustan los shows así como The Discovery, bro. The Discovery y todo eso. Y, todo eso, ¿verdad? Y mi brother was watching some kind of Nickelodeon show or some Cartoon Network. Anyways, yo no había visto la tele todo el día. Y yo voy y le digo, oh, voy a ver la tele y le cambié, güey. And he started getting mad. Que, y mamá, no, si ya viste toda la tele todo el día. Y dice, ya lo viste todo el día. Y dice, ahora le toca a tu hermano. Y yo, pues, como te digo, I would always go to the park and play. Y yo casi no miraba la tele, bro. Solo cuando it was like the weekend y no iba nadie en el parque, güey. Like the people I would play, nobody would go to the park, you know? So my mom was like, no, le toca a tu hermano. No, que my brother started going off on my mom. Que mala, que sabe qué, que fuck you, que la chingada. My mom got mad. She's like, se Antonio, se apagó la tele, dice, ahorita que se duerma la prendes. Digo, no, male, la quiero ver, ya casi me voy a dormir. No, dice, haz caso, apágala, y ahorita que pues se duerma la prendes. Y yo también, ay, mamá, y dice, hazme caso. Ya, I turned it off. Y my brother, en el cuarto teníamos una litera, güey, una litera, bro. Tenemos una litera y una cama, güey. My brother was over there by the door, y by the door estaba la litera, bro. Y apagar la tele, güey. Y yo me quedé sentado en el suelo, bro, like against the bed, the litera. And he was like, se puede decir, he was on my left hand side, but towards the door. Y I kid you not, bro, apagué la luz y todo, me senté ahí, te digo. And all you hear is like, all you hear is así como que le hacen. Like a 4 or 5 times, bro, así, güey. Así le decían, güey. Y mi mamá like, José, that's my first name, José, ¿no? Dice, José. Dice, fíjate que tiene ese cabrón. Y le digo, no, está jugando. Que te fijes, dice, que te fijes. And I turn on the light, bro. Este güey, no mames, güey. Este güey está agarrado de la litera, güey. Con ganas, güey. Con ganas, bro. Like, his hands are holding onto the fucking bunk bed, bro.
For life.
For life, bro. His face, bro, is purple. His eyes are rolled back, bro. His eyes are rolled back. And he's like, when you're like being dragged and you're holding on to something, bro? His body was in that position, bro. His body was in that position. Y le digo, mira, ¿cómo está este güey? ¿Qué le pasó? Y my brother's name is Victor. Victor, ay, este cabrón. She started getting like all scared, Y que le digo, Victor, y que le mete una cachetada en la cara, ¡paz! Así, hard. Y reaccionó, bro. Y ¿cómo se llama? Como que he let a gasp of air out, así como que, así. And he started crying, bro. Y su color se came back to normal. And he started, ay, mamá, que he's crying. Y que le dijimos, ¿qué traes, güey? ¿Qué te pasó, güey? Dice, cuando pagaron la luz, dice, y se salió un caballo, dice que en un remolino, dice, y arriba iba un señor, dice, y me estaba jalando las patas, dice, y al caballo le salía lumbre por las narices y los ojos rojos, y me estaban jalando, dice, y me estaba jalando, y yo agarrando aquí de la litera. Bro,
What the
you
fuck?
you cannot make that shit up, bro. Cuando le vi las manos a mi brother, bro, you know when you hold on to something like really, really hard, or really, really for a long time, está como white.
Yeah.
His hands were like that, bro. Y tenía markings from the litera, bro.
Uh,
You cannot make that shit up from like going from like an aggressive mood to like cussing at your mom to crying and being purple and like not being able to breathe, bro, and telling me what just happened to you.
Está cabrón.
Y fuck, bro. Y yo le dije, no mames, este güey está loco, bro, no mames. Pero este güey sí quedó como medio like he got from that point he's kind of like simmered down a little bit, pero después ya otra vez agarró, pero pues nothing happened to him, bro, you know. That day, dude, esa noche, bro, hasta yo me asusté. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell?
Stop playing with these stupid toys. Why don't you read a book instead?
Yeah, bro, no, this is crazy shit, bro.
Well,
I mean,
no man.
I can go on for days with these stories, bro. Yo tengo un chingo, pero pues,
hey,
you know, I don't know, man. Kilo Mama ya se durmió, bro.
I'm right here, dude.
Hey, pero la del Kill 'Em All, bro. Esa de que la lady, you know, que somebody was, oh, no, no,
Pretty
perdón, esa no
release.
no, no, no. De que somebody was sobbing in your van, bro. Esa sí, güey, esa sí me gustó, bro. Es así como que, bro, es así como que, no mames, bro. Like, nobody in your car and you hear somebody crying from inside your car.
Yeah,
That's like, eso es lo que me da no me da miedo, güey. Es ver a algo, güey, sino que yo creo que me daría más miedo escuchar, güey, que hay gente llorando, bro, y que no haya nadie allí. Y be like, what the fuck? Eso sí, bro.
yeah, I personally haven't heard it, but that's what I've heard. That they've heard. Y que luego han mirado gente, pues esa lady que miró a alguien adentro, pues, the fuck.
No, y luego otra, bro, okay, I'll be quick on this one. Bro, yo
No,
vivía
no,
con
no
mi
rush
compa,
it, bro.
güey.
Tell it right. Tell it right.
Una vez vivía con mi compa, bro, y me había movido con mi compa allá en Santa Ana, bro, me dio quebrada. He like give me some space in the living room, bro. Y yo le pagaba, bro, like every check le daba 275. And at first I didn't pay attention to this, you know. Tenía una big ass fucking, se puede decir una 65-inch TV, bro, in the living room. And he had this cable box, his Ethernet box, and whatever, you know. Pero on the one side of the TV tenía como un figure, bro, una figura, güey, pero era un coconut, bro. Y ese coconut, hace cuenta las máscaras, güey, así como máscaras, así como dentes que son como, they're made out of fucking like wood, but they kind of look weird, like como que demonic or something like shit like that. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
No.
¿Se viste las películas de la Mask, bro? When he goes and like he wants to get an appraisal or he wants to
Oh,
see what
okay,
this
okay.
mask is about, and in the background,
Yeah.
the guy who is telling him there's like a bunch of masks on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this coconut, este tipo, hey, oh my god, bro, I have a little monster at home. Hey, give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yo, what's up, Red Cheese? My apologies, dude. I wasn't reading the comments, man. How you doing?
Wednesday, June 3rd.
Bad, bro. Okay, so, like I was saying, bro, este coconut, bro, tenía tenía como una cara así como media weird, bro. A mí me daba como, like, cosas just to look at it, bro. So, cuando yo me dormía, güey, yo lo volteaba, güey. Lo volteaba así, facing the opposite way, not towards me, so, like, the back, you know? Y una vez me puse a tomar con mi friend, ¿no? And él dice que él no hizo nada, ¿verdad? Pero, anyways, yo me había quedado en el suelo, bro. Yo me dormía en el sofá, pero esta vez me quedé yo en la floor. Y I guess they left the door the balcony open, and it was kind of like, it was fresh, I didn't mind it. Y I happened to, like wake up, Y my back was towards the balcony, and I was just, like laying there, whatever. And when you're like sleeping and you feel like something like especially your partner next to you, you can feel like someone like right next to you, without
Yeah.
even like moving that much. That's what I felt, bro. Sentí como que algo estaba al lado mío when I moved my hand. And I was like, what the fuck? Bro, cuando volteé, güey, el puto coconut, bro. That thing, dude, is like right there, bro. Like I see facing me, bro, on the floor. Bro, yo que agarro y que le meto un vergazón, el puto coconut salió volando hasta acá, chingar su madre, pa su madre. Bro, that shit freaked me out. Like, what the fuck, bro? Que I told my friend, hey, bro, me preguntó en la mañana, güey, ¿por qué el coco está hasta acá, güey? Y le dije, güey, no vas a creer, güey, pero estaba durmiendo, güey, y cuando me desperté, güey, me di la vuelta, esa chingadera estaba ahí, güey. Así, cara a cara, güey, cara a cara estaba esa mamada, güey. Y dice, che, güero, se está bien pendejo, güey. No, la neta, güey, te lo juro, güey. Le dije, a mí se me hace que tú me estás jugando una broma y tú lo pusiste ahí, bro. No, dice, ¿cómo lo voy a poner? Si de que fuera niño, le dije, no, le dije, I don't know. Y to this day, I'm still like, él lo hizo, no lo hizo. But anyways, that shit, just, imagine, bro, just sleeping there y de repente miras una cara que no es, bro, like, what the fuck, ahí en tu cama, bro. Que no sea tu esposa, whoever you're sharing the bed with. That shit, that shit fucking fucked up my sleep that night, bro. Hey, oye, imagínate, bro, que estás dormido de repente, güey, te das la vuelta y ves una puta carota ahí, la verga, no. El puto coco salió volando hasta acá, la verga, bro. Yeah, no. Yeah, bro. No, te digo, that's crazy, bro. Pero te digo, la de Kilo Motor está chida, bro. Esa sí se me gustó, bro. La de la Ven, güey. La de la Ven.
Le va a dejar a Anthony que se quede a dormir ahí.
Shit, bro. Pero a mí se me hace raro, güey, de que tú eres el mortician, bro. Y tú eres el único que no has visto o escuchado, pues así que en tu Ven y la chingada, bro.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing in that
Es,
van.
eso me cae de raro. Así como que either you're like immune to that shit or
I guess I don't pay mind to it, dude. That's what it is. Like, it's like if it happens, it happens, chingon, and if it doesn't, then it is what it is. I don't care. Like, yeah, ¿sabes qué? This is the thing that I feel like I'll give you an example. Then today, me and my girl went to do a call, and my girl
yeah.
is this lady. It was in la madrugada. It was actually out in we went out to your Belinda to do this call last
Yeah.
night, like at 3 in the morning. Oh, you remember how last night I think I said I'm getting off. I got off because remember I had one call that I got and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep because I had this call at 5 in the morning. Well, I got another call, so we had to do that call. The one. Anyways, we went out. This lady was with her eyes open. And she closed them. She tried closing them. And La family had asked me before we left, like, can we destaparla porque we wrap her in the sheet. We had to wrap her in a sheet. We wrap her in una sábana blanca. We carried her from her room down down the stairs and whatnot. The family offered to help, and I accepted their help. So we carried her. Before we carried her, my girl had closed her eyes, right?
Yeah.
And they had asked if before we left that if we can uncover her real quick before they can say final goodbyes. So we did so, and cuando la destapé, dude, tenía los ojos abiertos de nuevo como nunca los cerramos. And to me, those like I like stuff like that. I'm also a believer of like it. I even told her like I was like it's because la señora quería asegurar que la estamos llevando donde la vamos a llevar, y ella quiere ver a dónde la estamos llevando. I had one incident that I was taking a case from a coroner's office, I think San Bernardino. This dude was pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you, he was pretty heavy. So when I'm bringing out the gurney out of my van, I didn't lock my wheels because you could see the back wheels. I have to push them to lock them, so that way it doesn't collapse. Well, this it collapsed. I didn't lock them, so it collapsed. So it kind of like I don't want to sound bad, but like it's like almost slammed to the floor. But it didn't slam, but it felt, just like it didn't lock, so it went down. So I had like his legs were up because that gurney did lock from the legs where his legs were at, but his torso part, his head was all those. So it was like it was his legs was like an angle, right? So from learning from doing this, if I'm gonna pick somebody up, I gotta lower down their feet and make sure that the torso and the heavier part are up and not the opposite, because I will never be able to lift them up. Anyhow, this dude, no, dude, por más que yo quería, dude, como por 10 minutos no lo podía levantar. Like, I couldn't get him up because he was pretty heavy, dude. He's probably like 380, and he was pretty heavy, dude. So then. Ya me estaba esperando, dude. I was already getting tired. I was already tired by then because I couldn't get him up. And I told the guy, yo les hablo, dude. Yo les hablo. And yo le dije, mira, man, like I told him, man, all I'm trying to do is get you inside the mortuary for they can prep you up and for your family to see you, because that's what your family wants. Your family wants to see you. And I can't get you up, man. Help me out, dude. You're a heavy dude. You're a heavy man, dude. Like, help me out, bro. Like, because if not, I'm going to have to call somebody to come and help me. Come on, dude. You help me out. And I kid you not, dude, after when I said that, it's like, boom, lo levanté. And I couldn't, dude. I was struggling. Yo ya estaba cansado, güey. I was sore. I was already sore. My legs were sore. It was like, when you're trying to, like, I'm not buff or nothing, but like if it's like you're working out and ya estás cansado, ya like I can't no more. Yo ya estaba como que, dude, I can't pick this guy up. I'm exhausted already. And I was like, dude, look, man, just help me out, man. I'm just trying to get you I'm just trying to get you in the mortuary for they can prep you up, for your family to see you. And I went down. I was like, fuck, ya no. And boom, it was like cuando lo levanté, it was like weightless, dude. It's like there was no weight behind it. I mean, think about it. It's 380 pounds. It's a heavy, dude. It's heavy. But I was able to lift them up. Like nothing, like no like feather. Like just like I lift them up and I was like, oh, cool. I got them in. I got put them in the,
That's
So
crazy.
I talk to these people when I feel like cuando I feel like they're resisting. Like I can feel like if I don't know, just like if I feel a vibe, like they're resisting, like they're
They don't
making.
want to leave.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I have so many stories, dude. So this guy, we went to do another heavyweight out of Riverside. It was me and my girl again. They never told us that this guy was, he was 290. They had told us that he was 190. I don't think they had told me I was on the second floor, but we didn't know until this is the catch. When I hear a family say, "Hey Tony, you too," I know we're in trouble. I'm like, fuck, I don't have nobody close right now to Riverside. Everybody's out in LA. So we do this call, and they're like, how much did he tell you you weighed? They told us you weighed at 190. Yeah, you guys are missing 100 pounds. Like, he's good 290. And they're like, no way. So then these people, okay, so he lived in a house. It was a 2-story house, but there's like 5 bedrooms. But they were all roommates. So no family member. And they were all older people. So we're like, oh, hell no. Like, dude, aquí vamos a batallar. I don't want to wait 2 hours to get somebody else to come and help us. So I asked him. I was like, hey, we didn't know. We were understanding that he was only 190 pounds. And so I don't know if you guys can help us. So one of the señores, he said, I'll help you. Ese güey más bien estorbaba, dude. He was on our way.
Shit.
Like it was like, oh no. All right, so we're leaving. We have this thing called the flex. Let me show you guys really quick. I'm gonna hold on really quick. I'm gonna grab one because I have one inside the house that's never been used. Hold on.
Oh my god, bro, this is crazy, bro. Bro, I'm imagining a bunch of shit right now, bro. Como que una camilla, güey, or I don't know.
Ahí te voy.
Something Killable has used, bro, like for a body. Ah, this is crazy.
Look, bro. So this thing, it's like a lona, and it has PVC pipes. This actually does say PVC. When you fold it's a carrier. So we use this, and it unfolds. It's up.
Oh, wait, you showing it on your stream, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. Oh shit, hold on. Shit, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay,
I'm waiting for
okay, I'm watching it. I'm watching
All
it.
right. So this thing
I'm waiting
folds.
for a photo.
It folds. It unfolds, and we can fit somebody here. It's a carrier. This I only like to use on people that are not like heavy. That it's only gonna take 2 people. I use another one
I can't
for
hear you,
heavy.
bro. The mic cuts off.
Oh yeah, cause I'm way too far. Anyways, this I have another one that I like to use when it has multiple hands. It has handles. This one, for me, I only like to use it when it's 2 of us. Anyhow, we use this to carry this guy out of this. Yeah. So he was 290. This is up to this one's good for up to 1,000 pounds. Anyhow, so we were carrying him. We carried him down, and um, por puros pinches huevos and fuerza, me and my girl got him down the second floor to our gurney down to the first floor because when it's only 300 pounds, I don't like to bring up my gurney up to the next floor because my gurney itself is 75 pounds. So plus that and weight and the person's weight, it gets heavier.
Yeah.
So I rather use something like this that's kind of weightless and carry them down. Anyhow, when we were leaving the house, this palo, we couldn't adjust them anymore because he was heavy and I was already tired. I'll be honest, I was tired already. We were tired, so this palo was kind of sticking out a little bit out the gurney. So when for whatever reason, when we went out the house, there was a step to go up. So one of the hardest things is to obviously after you're tired is now you got to lift somebody up a couple steps, even those 1 or 2 steps. Dude, that's just exhausting, especially a dude almost or 300 pounds plus, and now you got a gurney that's another 75 pounds. So if he was 300, now we're picking up 375 pounds. And of course, my girl's gonna be on the lighter side, and I'm gonna be on the heavier side. And that palo, dude, the gurney was like this. So let me show you an angle like this to get up the second step. So when I went like that, dude, the freaking los palos del pinche esa madre, no, los puros pinches huevos me dio. I was picking them up and pop. Oh no, hold on, no. It's because when we lift them up, my girl, the guy, he wasn't centered right, and we couldn't center him right because he was just big dude. And we were already tired, like I said, we were already tired. So when we got him, put him up those steps, he was already gonna tilt. The gurney was gonna tilt, so it was tilting, and obviously if it tilted, then he was gonna fall, and it was gonna be a whole mess. So when he was doing that, when he was tilting over, I grabbed it, and that thing, when I pulled it back up to adjust it, to balance it, los pinches palos me dieron ahí en los puros pinches huevos, y dude, I balanced them, I was able, but I fell to the floor, and the family was looking at me. The people that were inside the house, they were like just looking at me all crazy, because they were like, why this dude fall to the floor? No, esa madre me. So this guy, we struggle with this guy. I kid you not, we struggled with this guy. And at the end, like I said, if I feel like I'm struggling with people like that, like I just talk to them, and just tell them, I just talk to them. Hey man, you know, it, help us out, man. We're just trying to transport you to where you need to go. That's all we're trying to do here. And help us out, because you're giving us a hard time, man. And we're just, like I said, we're just the people that are just trying to provide a service. and it helps. I don't know, for whatever reason it's helped us. I don't know. I like I said, I believe in stuff like that, and so that's the reason why I talk to him. Even though some people are like, ah, nomás es un cuerpo, but not for me. You know, um, that I that's one of the things that when people pass away, yeah, it's a business for us. This is what puts food on my table. But when I'm transporting and I'm there, I give them the most respect and utmost respect um that I can give them. I treat them with dignity. Sometimes you're there, you're like, really, dude, you had to, or really, lady, you had to be all this naked and all this stuff. Like, let's cover you up. We don't. Nobody got needs to see all your business and stuff like that.
No way, bro.
Yeah,
Ah,
like we see a lot of that. You see a lot of people naked for whatever reason.
okay, so I have a question. So when you're, for example, when you're going to do a call and it's at a home, you do it at a certain time where people or like neighbors are not watching, or you just do it like see?
No, we go at any time. I mean, the thing is that our goal is to be at a call or within a call in 90 minutes. So if I get a call right now, I am gonna try to hit a 90-minute mark. Like I gotta get ready and I gotta try to be at that residence within 90 minutes. So yeah, we try to be as discreet about it as we can.
Uh-huh.
Perfect example, the call last night. They wanted us to be so discreet. Like they told us, go park all the way inside our driveway, turn off your lights, try not to make noise. They wanted us to be discreet. We try our hardest to be discreet. We're not there for everybody para que estén ahí de metiches.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try to our best to to be discreet. But obviously, there's many times that we can't be discreet because you got all police officers there, and they're waiting for us. The cops are waiting for us, and we get there, and they're waiting for us to clear the scene.
So you've been called, or you guys been called to where a person just died, like they just died, like let's say fresh, and
Yeah,
you guys have to go pick them up.
all of most 98% of them are fresh, are still warm, are they just died 2 hours before. They just
That is
um
crazy, bro.
maybe sometimes they just got. Sometimes I get called and we're like literally around the corner from the call, and they just died maybe 20 minutes before that, and we're like right there. Um, so yeah, I mean we get
That
called. We're there.
you know,
We're like the last. We're not the first responders. We're the last responders, and we're literally there. As soon as the mortuary gets the call.
imagine, imagine que estés manejando, se pare, güey, el muerto ahí, güey.
Por eso lo amarro bien chingón para que no se me pase, para que no pase eso. I make sure que tiene los
The
cintos.
only the only time I seen somebody like like that, like I seen una girl in una camilla, way, like inside a bag or something like that, was the time I went to the hospital, and right next door to me, they had taken a lady or a girl that they were at Disneyland and she had fallen off the one of the railings waiting for to go into the ride.
Mm-hmm.
Se cayó and it was from a top place. Se pegó and she went unconscious, but she was still breathing. Y cuando llegaron ahí, pues, all I heard was one of the family members like crying really hysterically, bro. I was like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Um, y miramos que entraron con una camilla y una bolsa, like
Mm-hmm.
a black type leather bag or something like that, or I think it was blues, I don't know. And they went in there, bro. They cleared todas las cortinas, bro. And then they walked out like nothing. Y se miraba que traían algo arriba, güey. And then you can tell when somebody is covered, y se le mira la nariz, because that's like the pointiest part of your body, se puede decir.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in your face. And you can tell que estaba una persona dentro de esa bolsa, güey. And I'm like, no way, that's a girl that just went in there, bro. Like, fuck. That's the only, y pasó enfrente de mí, bro. Like, sí pasó los que iban puchando la camilla y pasaron enfrente de mí, güey. And I was like, what the y me dio de escalofrío, bro. Like, it gave me like a weird vibe.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff is something that we see all the time, and we're called into those situations all the time. Um, and yeah, I mean, we've seen. I haven't seen everything, but we've seen a lot of stuff. I we
That's
go pick up people that just there's cases that you hear on the news
yeah.
like this and this happened and this, and I'm like, I just picked up that person that they showed on the news.
What the fuck? You see kill him on the back en la troca, en la van, güey, ahí. And the
I,
lady's reporting the incident, bro.
because
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
exactly, because their money shot that they call is always when they're like have the body on the gurney going taken to the van. That's like the
Yeah.
money shot. That's like, oh, somebody died, and then you always see the dude walking with the gurney and putting. That's the money shot. But there's people that also that that you hear like, oh, um, that people that from the news, and then we're the person that gets like, oh, the mortuary calls me and like, oh, we got a case, out of OC Corners to get picked up, and we go pick him up, and it's like, oh, it's this dude. I seen this guy. I seen what happened to him on the news. There's been quite a few of them that I've picked up. I've seen a few. I've seen a few bodies of pretty famous people. Um,
No way.
yeah,
What?
yeah, I've seen a few bodies of famous people. I think one of my
Damn.
one of my one of my one of my I guess you can say like one of the things that like um or one of the persons I got to see was Charles Manson.
Who?
Uh,
Oh, shit.
Charles Manson. He was that's
Oh, the killer?
well, he never really killed. He didn't kill, but he supposedly told people to kill for him or whatever, and they did. However, the story is.
Well,
I,
yeah.
but yeah, I gotta see him. Like it was a trip how it came about. So I went to Kern County, which is out in Bakersfield, to do a call. I remember it was in December, 2018, 17 maybe. I don't remember what year he died, but I know he died like in November. And
Yeah. 2017.
okay, so then I went to I mean, sorry, Kern County to do a call, and I went in there, and then I was talking to because right there is not most coroner offices are by sheriffs, like they're actual sheriffs, deputies, and except LA County. LA County is it's its own department and it's coroners, and most places are actually their sheriffs, deputies. Anyhow, so right there, I went in and I was like, yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know why I started talking to the deputy about Charles Manson, and then I was like, hold on, because I remember driving over there, and they were saying, oh, the family, they don't, I haven't done nothing with his body because the family se estaban peleando entre la family porque alguien estaba diciendo que era un hijo y que no sé qué tanto, something like that. I remember something around that nature. So when I got there, I was like, that's crazy. So I was just hearing about Charles Manson and this and this and that. And then it dawned on me like, that means nothing has been done to his body, because when there's family involved and they're fighting and they can't determine something legally and they're going to court, they can't touch the body until it's been determined who is the legal next of kin and all that stuff, right? So um I was like, hold on, he died here in Kern County, so that means you guys have the body. And he was like, that's funny because nobody knows he's here with us. And I was like, no way, so you guys have him. So inside the coroner and the reefer, there was there was four shelves, and they were in a cage, and like if they were still prisoners, kind of. And he told me
What
like,
the fuck?
yeah. So then he told me, he was like, nobody knows that he's here. And I was like,
Damn.
no way, he's here. And I go, let me see him. And he was like, I can't do that. And I go, come on, bro. That's like Charles Manson, dude. He's fucking dead. Like, come on. Like, let me see him. So then he was like, all right, cool. I'm going to let you see him real quick. And yeah, he opened the eye. And I was like, dude, that's fucking Charles Manson, bro. You know, like, dude, that's crazy. Like, this is Charles Manson. Like dude, that's kind of crazy. I remember, you remember China the wrestler?
Yeah. The what they call it, the ninth wonder or the eighth one, something like that.
Yeah, I was at Eddie Kelly Corner when they brought her in. Like, I was like, because you can see stuff like when they bring somebody in and they're doing measurements and, you know, weights and taking pictures really quick of how they come in.
Your mic's cutting off, bro.
It's because I came away from it. But yeah, so they, I saw when they brought her in and they were like, and I was like, oh shit, that's China, dude. Like, because you can see, like, you're not like, you're like maybe like 10 feet away, 15 feet away. You can, they're inside and they're doing their thing, but you respect, and like, I don't record and take pictures before I did, and people know that. I used to, when I used to work at a mortuary, I used to do stuff that I wouldn't do now. You know, I would be up on IG and Snap and be like, you know, like this and recording like, oh yeah, like I'm transporting so many people in my car today. But I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I mean, I've seen, like I said, I've seen cases of, you know, like I said, stuff that I seen happen on the news, and then I get sent out to go pick them up, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of crazy. Like, you know, people have like get killed by the cops. Um, just a bunch of stuff. You know, people that you see like, oh shit, I saw this dude. He died on the freeway, and then I get sent out to do the call at the coroners and pick him up from the coroners and transport him. One of my buddies picked up the other recently. There was a wrestler that also died in Santa Monica recently, right? Another WWE, right? WWE wrestler sometime last year.
No? He drowned?
Yeah, he drowned because he was going after.
Trying to save his kid or whatever.
Yeah. My friend picked. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, one of the drivers picked him up. Yeah.
Wait, what?
One of the drivers picked him up. One of the. And they were like, "Oh, dude, it's the wrestler!" Like,
that's crazy.
Oh shit. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, you know, we don't get them. Sometimes we don't get to meet these people in life, and we sometimes get to meet them in death. You know, well, they're dead. But yeah. I mean, we take a lot of pride. Obviously, I take a lot of pride in what I do, in picking up. And sometimes you're like, you know, you just been like, because of what we do, you know, sometimes you get to see these famous people, you know, that you're like, oh shit. Yeah, I mean, obviously, just like when Kobe passed away, you know, we all wanted to be at the corners, you know, when, you know, obviously get a glimpse of, or be that person, be the driver to transport him, you know.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that driver, but you know, you're like, oh man, who's gonna get that case?
That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, you see a lot of stuff all the time. You know, house residences, house calls, and anywhere. We just don't know when we're gonna get our next call, and where's it gonna be at. But wherever it is, we're gonna go do it. And whatever it takes to get it done, we're gonna get the call done. Whatever it takes, don't matter if the person weighs 60 pounds or 600 pounds. We'll get the call done.
That's crazy.
Imagine going on a call with Kill 'Em All. I mean, just witnessing, like the what they do, and imagine.
Ya te dije, güey, cuando quieras, cabrón.
I mean, I don't want to touch the body, but I just want to. I just want to
Oh,
witness it.
no, motherfucker. If you going, you touching.
No, bro,
If
that's crazy.
mira,
What?
if ve para acá. If este niño ha ayudado con los to the bodies. Míralo. Ahorita la vamos a para que la vean. Vete para acá.
How old is
He's 9.
Huh?
He's 9. But he's like he used to help with services and all that since he was like 5 or 6. ¿Verdad?
How old is he?
Yeah.
He's 9 now. But he used to help with the bodies.
And he's not scared?
You're not scared, huh?
No.
Nah.
Can you hear him what he said?
Nope.
Can't hear you again, bro.
He said no. He's not scared.
No, he's not scared?
The dead bodies, I mean, they're dead, so
That's
come back
that's a
to
whole
life
different
unless
fucking world
they're
right there, bro.
haunted or something.
All right, go play your game. Go back to playing your game. But yeah, even the 3-year-old. When we pulled up, he comes up, Papa, open the van. Why? Where's the body? And I, what body?
Oh shit.
Yeah, the 3-year-old dude. Where's the body, Papa? And I'm like, ahí ya lo dejé. I left him. But why? I wanted to see the body. Where's the body?
What
Literally.
the hell, bro? That's weird, bro. Imagine you're a kid, bro, telling you that, bro.
I mean, they know, like, yeah, like, to me, I don't like to be that open because they're little kids and I don't want them to. My girl's open with them, and like, but we're going to work. What do you guys work? Yeah, we're gonna go pick up a body. So she tells them like what we do. I'm kind of like, why do you tell them that? And so he asks. He's obviously they're kids and they're gonna ask a million questions. What's a body? Is when somebody dies. We are, like, and try to teach them as well that since in an early age not to be scared of something that's gonna happen. Eventually to all of us. But I think
Yeah.
sometimes for a little kid for 2B3, I think that's a little too small for my, to be honest. But he's a curious kid, and he does ask me all the time, open up the van when he knows that if I tell him I'm going to work, and he knows what I go do, and I come back home, he's like, "Where's the body? Where's the body? Open." And but he won't believe me. He'll open the van. I want to see the body, so I have to open up the van, and there's nobody in there. And he looks in there. He's all curious and looking up at my gurneys, and okay. But I want to see the body. Like, no, you're not gonna see the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean. Pero ya cuando quieras, Anthony, vamos a una llamada.
I don't, like I said, I just want to go witness, bro. I don't want to go touch anything, bro.
You're gonna go touch a motherfucker. It's gonna be the worst case scenario. Somebody that's been there for like a couple days, ya engusanado, con gusanos saliendo de todas las orejas y los ojos y.
You guys had that before?
Yeah, many times. Many times.
And that shit has. I mean, sorry, not that shit, but I mean, the body that's like bloated nunca les ha explotado así como when you guys move it and they like exhale like a weird ass odor.
I mean, they already smell as it is, but to exhale like no. I mean, we had something really happen recently too. That's never happened. Like a body what we call purge. Purge is fluid coming out of like orifices, the mouth especially. Yeah, this person was just, because we have to turn them on their sides. Like, let's say they're laying down, right? They're on the back. And in order to wrap them in a sheet, we have to turn them on their sides. So that way we can tuck in the sheet underneath them. And then tilt them the other way and can complete be able to pull out the sheet. And when we did that, this person would not stop just purging, like just letting out fluid. Like, it was pretty bad. And
what you guys do?
we try to clean it as much and clean up, because obviously we did it at a house and there was a lot of people there at the house. And we took a long time because we didn't want them to see that. But we let them know too what had happened because we took a lot. dude. They would take like 45 minutes, and that's a long time for us to complete a call out of a house.
And you guys wear gloves for that
Yeah,
too?
yeah. No, we always wear gloves. Always wear gloves. It just depends on the case. If it's going to be something more than somebody that's already been a couple of days, and then I like to use my full protective equipment. Before, I never used to use protective equipment before COVID. I never used, other than gloves. No mask. I mean, they smell, then we breathe it in, you know? Like, yeah, you're gonna get the whole 100% whiff of what is the smell of death. Um, you ever smelled like a dead rat or a dead animal?
Yeah.
That's the smell of death, you know? They're mammals, so they're gonna smell like death. And just that a human's gonna smell a little bit more because obviously it's a bigger organism.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy, dude. Like, I would
Yeah.
always wonder how the bodies get to the morgue. Now I know.
Yeah, we transport them.
Yeah.
We're the ones that will give them the ride to the mortuary, you know?
That's all you guys do, ¿no? Nomás los llevan al morgue, yeah?
The majority, yes. Also, I do funerals and whatnot, whatever I'm asked to do.
What is that like? The body's already processed and
Dressed,
they already, yeah.
casketed, and go take them to the
And all you do is
cemetery.
just take it to the cemetery, and you stay there.
Yeah. Yeah, also, yeah, like if we're going to church and they're gonna do una misa de cuerpo presente, pues le hacemos todo el service, you know? Se hace todo el service, vamos a hacer la misa, and then from there go to the cemetery, and then we stay there as you know to be there with the family, you know, through the whole process. Unless the cemetery workers tell me, hey, you know what, we have it from here, we have it, and go ahead and you can leave now. But if not, then I stay there the whole process and watch them lower the casket. And
Dang.
yep.
It's crazy, bro.
Actually, I'm really, on honesty, if I'm gonna do a service, I'm the last person that's gonna class. I'm gonna be the person that's gonna close the casket for the last time.
Yeah.
I'm that person. I'm the person that if we're gonna close the casket, I'm gonna be the one closing the casket.
No, 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 no!
Hey, shut up.
So, when it comes to stuff like that, that it's important that you want to, try to be as like I said, respectful for the family because it's gonna be their last time they're gonna see them. And so if I try to do anything that I can for the family that I can, like dude, at Santa Ana Cemetery, I don't know if you've ever been there, Anthony.
No, bro.
It's right next to the CHP.
Nah.
I think it's on what's the street off the 22?
McFadden?
McFadden. It's right off by the CH. So there's a Santa Ana Cemetery, así se llama. And una vez fui a hacer un service, and eran paisas, And they had asked me that que si ellos querían que cuando llegáramos al cemetery que si podían cargar a su loved one from the entrance of the cemetery hasta donde estaban los iban a sepultar, which was it was a pretty good walking distance, y que querían jalar la banda como estilo rancho. And I said, yeah, lo que ellos quieran, yo estoy ahí para servirles a ellos, so, lo que ellos quieran. So yeah, bajamos del casket y entré a la entrance de la cemetery. Bajamos del casket y llegaron los workers de la cemetery correct. Hey, no. I was like, look, man, they paid already. They paid what they had to. They paid you guys already for whatever they're gonna do, for the plot and everything. They paid you guys. This is a tradition. Let them have whatever makes them feel, good at the end of the day. Because if we take that away from them, dude, you're taking away something that they can never. This is a one-shot time. This is one. Let them have what they want. They're just gonna carry them, and that's it. And yeah, so they carried them. It says así estilo rancho. tomaban turnos del que sigue y métate, cabrón, porque... Y los cargaron jalando la banda, siguiendo en the guy, lo estaban caminando con la banda atrás. Ahí estaban jalando la banda y todo el rollo. So I try to give whatever I can that I can from my part to the family, whatever their wishes are. En veces voy y me dicen, especially nosotros los paisas, hey, ahorita que vamos aquí al panteón, tócale un corrido bien chingón. ¿Qué corrido quieren? Y ya me dicen, no, pues de Chalino Sánchez, chingón, por ahorita lo subo. Y happy pumping en la carroza con el cuerpo atrás con Chalino Sánchez, o whatever they ask me to do, ¿por qué no?
Shit. That's crazy, bro.
¿Por qué no? Whatever they want.
Mis respetos para la gente que hace your type of job, bro, because I would not do that.
Hey, not for me, but hey, guys, when you guys see somebody, a mortician out there trying to, taking care of your loved one, just like you guys tip a restaurant worker for bringing out your food, these guys are taking care of your loved ones. Tip these guys. They get up at 3 in the morning. Sometimes they're on no sleep. Show them some love as well, because you don't know. Sometimes they leave their kids and their family behind to go service families, and so
yeah, bro.
Show them some love as well, because obviously some of my drivers, some of the drivers get some tips, and sometimes a lot of times they don't, and like I think they're very well deserving. People go wash their cars and they tip the person that's washing their car, $5-10, they're just washing their car. These people are taking care of their loved ones. And they look at it like, oh, nosotros vamos a hacer un gasto, pero el gasto no todo se va a los drivers, they're just getting paid what they're getting paid to do, and for the people out there, show them some love, please. Show these people, show the morticians some love.
Dude.
I'm good. I'm not talking for me personally because I'm good. This is my, but I'm talking about the drivers itself. They don't see that, like right now, I gotta call them up. If not, I gotta leave. I gotta get up and I gotta leave my family. There's times that, especially during COVID, I was literally driving from 7 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning for a month every day, and then trying to get 3 hours of sleep in between that if I could. But people don't look at that. They look at themselves and just like, well, I just care about my loved one. But during that time, we weren't even home at all. Like, we would just try to get home, 3 hours, go to sleep, and then wake up and vámonos. We gotta keep on going. There's too many people dying, and we gotta try to help everybody as much as we could,
Yeah. Yo le decía al Coco, le digo, no mames, güey, el Mortician, güey, a estar ocupado con un chingo de cuerpos ahorita, bro.
It was bad, dude. It was bad. It was really, really bad. I mean, it was something that none of us had ever seen. And yeah, people can say you guys made a lot of money. Yeah, we did make a lot of money because obviously it was a service that we were giving. But nobody also looks at, that we were like being away from the families, from our own families, trying to service everybody else.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I mean, it was, my condolences to all the people that lost, their loved ones during, to COVID, and it was tough.
Imagínate, güey, in India, bro, in a parking lot, they were burying bodies continuously.
That's what we thought was going to happen here. But right here, the reason that doesn't happen like that is because there's more laws involved. There's more laws, and here is in the U.S. Obviously everything's about suing and.
Hey, why is it that you can't keep a dead body in your residence?
Who said that?
Huh?
Who said that? That's not true. There's no law against that. You can keep a body in your residence. You can't bury them probably in your residence. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nobody said you couldn't keep a dead body in your house.
Isn't it illegal though?
No, it's not illegal.
You can't hear him.
No, it's not illegal.
Let me look it up, bro.
It's no, it's not illegal.
Uh,
I just don't think that people want to, realistically smell a rotting corpse. That's what it is at their house. Because you can have a lot of, and especially a lot of Latinos have viewings at their house. Like they will, we'll have it, we'll take to the mortuary, and after the mortuary, they'll they'll take them back to their house so they can have a viewing, and they can have a viewing there at their house. There's no laws against that.
oh yeah, look, in all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. California has no law requiring that a licensed funeral director be involved in making or carrying out final arrangements.
That is correct. Laws and regulations. Yep, there's not. It's
Oh,
not
this is
against
what
the
I'm
law.
talking about. It is illegal. Is it illegal to keep a corpse? A corpse is a dead body, no?
That's correct.
Yeah.
It says no. You are not allowed to just keep a dead body. You need to call the authorities and have the dead body removed and properly seen to. If you keep a body, you will be charged with a crime. That's what my question was.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, somebody has to determine the cause of death. And, obviously, if you're keeping somebody, you didn't advise anybody if they're dying or they're passing, then it's like, okay, why might be hiding something?
Yeah, you kind of look sus. 'Cause, like, why do you want to keep the body in your house so much? Like, what are you hiding that you don't want them to see on the autopsy?
Yeah. And not everybody is performing autopsy. Not everybody. There's only a few cases that are autopsied. Um, it has to be with if there's a history of illness, then and the person has been seen by a doctor within the last 3 months, then that is no basis for an autopsy. Autopsy to be performed only if the person didn't have look healthy and was not under any hot doctor care, then yeah, most likely there's gonna be an autopsy in a coroner case. Um, and if their coroner's not involved and the family wants there to be an autopsy, then they can be in private autopsy done, and it'll roughly run you anywhere from I want to say $3,500, starting at $3,500, depending on the company, and up for a private autopsy to be performed.
And what is embalming fluid?
What is it?
Yeah.
Chemicals? I don't know. That's like it's chemicals, dude. I mean, it's and if you smell the embalming fluid, te quema la nariz, te quema la garganta, los ojos. It's pretty strong chemicals.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's a bunch of like weird ass questions right here. They say, what do they do with the blood of a dead corpse? He said they inject embalming fluid into the bloodstream. So I was like, what the fuck is embalming?
So, okay, so then realistically, what is it? What do they do? They actually drain out the blood that's inside the body, and it just goes down the drain. That's what they do.
Yeah.
So it goes down the drain. They cut them open, and they slice, make an incision for they can drain out the blood.
Yeah, the embalming fluid is just to preserve it long enough for people to view it like at a funeral and shit.
Stop.
But see, that's not accurate because everybody's different. So for me, or for us to say in the funeral industry to say that it's going to preserve somebody long enough, we can't. They can never be determined because everybody's different. It's like like medication. For some people might be good, and some embalming fluid for some other people might not be good. And the body is still it's gonna decompose regardless of it's embalmed or not. It's gonna happen. Um, some people last really well a long time and look really well preserved, and some people can start decomposing. Like if they were never embalmed. It's just a lot of stuff. Not you can never determine it. What what body's gonna take what or how's it gonna be because everybody's different. It could be a lot of factors can factor in if how they were, what they ate last, what was their condition, what was the temperature, and the weather. Uh, You can never determine that stuff. But I think in all sense, every mortuary and everybody tries their best to give that family their what they want, and that's what we're here for. We're here to um, service families, and so that's we all our goal is for the family to have a positive thing to say about the mortuary, because we only get one shot to get it right. Honestly, we
Yeah.
don't we don't get retakes.
It's crazy. I'm just reading a bunch of things that morticians do to dead bodies, how they prepare them, bro.
Vámonos a tener una llamada luego un chinga.
No, bro, no, bro.
I mean,
No, bro. Yo hasta el Kaiji primero, luego me diga cómo le fue el Kaiji, bro. I'll think about it.
I'm down if there's one out here by like Rancho or Upland or Ontario. I'm down. I mean, I'll meet you there. I don't know if I could. I doubt it's gonna be logical for you to wait for me to go to Anaheim and then go from there. I could probably meet you there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I've been there though.
We don't. I don't know where our next call is gonna be at, where and when.
No, no, I know. But my thing was like if one day you're like, let's say we're playing, or like I say like a couple hours later we're playing, and you call it somewhere, shit. I'll be down. I'll be down to go.
Cool, cool.
Shit. I don't want nothing following me home, bro. What up? Shit. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, that's crazy. Your job is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I said, I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do, bro. I mean, I don't want to as morbid as it sounds, but I like that. Um, yeah, I like what sometimes you go into a house and they're sometimes the family is giving them the other family members a bad experience of what they went through, and I want to be the absolute opposite where they're like, damn, these guys were well dressed, um, real professional, compassionate, respectful, and make that
I
process
was watching.
as much as best as I can. What were you watching?
So I was watching a video of actually two videos. One was that about these people. They were lowering a casket down, and they dropped the casket inside the fucking thing, bro. And
I
the people
see.
were all pissed off.
I seen that.
Like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, y la otra, whereas ya llevaban el casket, bro. Ya iban todos, y la family, bro. And the people from the graveyard, they still haven't dug. They didn't dig up the fucking hole, the spot was. And they were
Mira,
like, oh no, you need to come back later, because we still haven't dug it up. And but ya estaba la gente ahí con el casket, bro, la family, bro, the
eh,
priest and everything.
es que mira, muchas cosas, ahí, yo no sé, pero ha pasado. Y por experiencia, okay, so obviously anything can happen like that. I seen that video you're talking about, where the lowering machine. They had mechanical failures, obviously. Those are shit that you'd never want to happen in your service, but shit happens. The other case that you're saying about they hadn't dug up the hole, sometimes all this stuff needs to be coordinated, right?
Yeah.
There has to be coordination, and sometimes there is lack of coordination, and and that can happen. I've had services shit like that happen. Not necessarily at a cemetery, but at a viewing. Um, one family came and they set up their own shit without telling anybody. They came in and they're like, oye, nosotros venimos a ver el cuerpo, venían con todo, o sea, una viewing. And we're like, there was nothing set up for today. Actually, ya tenemos otro servicio. So we accommodated them at the other mortuary and told them, look, we can do it. We can do it. Your loved one's ready and dressed and everything. But it's going to have to be at another location, not here, because it wasn't set up. Who did you set up with? No, no, pues nosotros dijimos que íbamos a venir hoy. But they never accommodated. And then they said that the next following day that they were going to go bury. And this is one of the things. So in order for us or any person that's going to do the funeral has to take a permit. It's like I call it the golden ticket, because without that permit, I can't enter a cemetery ground, right? Without this paper, as soon as I drive into a cemetery, the workers from the cemetery can ask me, "You have your permit?" If I say no, they tell me straight out, "You can't enter our property until you have it." So, um, these people kind of did that to us, or to the mortuary at that time when I was working there. They set up a viewing nobody knew about, and then they had set up the burial for the next day that they didn't even tell the cemetery. The good thing is that the cemetery right away was on it, because we called them and like, hey, you know what, the family, this and that. They're like, what? They didn't set it up nothing. They didn't set up nothing with us either. We're like, all right, well, look, they said that the burials that no, y pusieron, and they dig up the hole and everything quick. But some families want to do things on their own and think that the things are gonna happen just like that. They got lucky that we were not busy that day, because now we would have just told everybody, I'm sorry, you guys are gonna have to come back. But I'm not really, since I'm not no longer really too much involved in the other side of what happens after we do, after the initial call, because mainly what we do is transport. Um, I don't know what happens after that. I don't know if they're gonna be a viewing, if they're gonna be a cremation. I don't know. For the most part.
That's crazy. Sheesh.
Damn.
Nothing else for them, yeah?
No, I'm listening.
Well, I think for me, this is another road. I'm get up early as fuck tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna get up, but I gotta get up.
Stupid.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna continue this conversation tomorrow. We'll
For
get up
sure.
something else.
For sure.
Yo, yeah, yo creo que ahorita me voy a dormir, bro. And I'm gonna be up like around like 6 or 7, bro. I'm gonna be playing again.
So like in 2.5 hours?
Sí, porque my son is este güey que se acaba de despertar, bro. And este güey se la pasa jugando Roblox, bro. And when he dies, he gets mad and he starts screaming, bro. So I'm gonna be up in a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna
I
try.
thought I was more questions for them.
I'm gonna try to get some sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Alright, guys. Good night. GG's on the dubs today.
Alright, for sure. For
Yeah,
cheesy
bro.
my
Ay,
kneesies.
buenas noches. Buenas mornings. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, well.
Mortician.
Alright.
Juan. Este José, güey.
Alright.
¿Qué pedo, güey? ¿Qué ibas a decir?
No, I was gonna tell. So, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Instead of you seeing us play Warzone, for the last couple hours, we had conversation
I don't know what you said.
of
Your mic cut out.
spirits.
What?
Oh, I was over here talking to the chat. I hope you guys like the us talking about the spirits and what I do
Otra vez se
also.
cortó, güey. Se cortó tu mic, bro. Qué pedo.
I ya no se escucha bien en el pinche
Y otra vez, mira.
en el de este en el
Your mic keeps cutting out, bro. So I don't know.
no, I think your shit keeps on cutting out because it sounds good on the
No,
on the
every time you talk, se corta, and then se queda así como por unos 3 seconds, and then it comes back, bro.
It does that always happen or it's just been like that today?
You can say when we're playing, it does it like every once in a while, pero ahorita it's doing it a lot, bro.
Huh. I guess it's time to get a new microphone. I wonder if it's the new connection. Maybe it's the new USB that I have connected here.
Maybe. Puede ser eso, bro. I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah, bro. Let's see if I can get some sleep. A ver si no mi morro se empieza a joder el güey.
For sure. All right, Shadow. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream today of minimum of playing Warzone, but talking about death and spirits and stuff like that.
Yeah, same here, bro. We
All right.
already got 3 dubs, bro, so I'm good for the night.
So I got 1 dub. I got 1. But we only played a couple games, so I'm good too.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Mañana a ver si ganamos más, güey.
Well, we'll continue. We'll start playing a few games later on today. We'll be back on streaming. Just gonna get a couple hours of sleep, and then we'll be back up.
For sure.
All right.
Yep. So.
GG, guys. Let's go.
If you guys enjoy the stream, if you guys like this type of content, man, like, we play, but, there's times that we just, want to sit around and just chill. If you guys enjoy this type of content, just hit that like button, subscribe to my homie, Mortician. So if you guys enjoy this, just, remember, just like it, let me know.
And likewise, if you guys should see the stream, subscribe to my buddy right here, XOSK. That's his channel here on YouTube's.
Yeah, bro. So this is gonna be the end of the road for tonight, and we're gonna continue it back up later on today. Gotta get some couple hours of sleep, bro.
Yep. All right. Catch you guys later.
Competition.
All right, like.